I'm here, guys. But yeah, Arizona, I know what you mean. I do agree with you that it is an omega yikes. I do agree with you there about oh, that's awesome, Ravens Dolphin. Big ups to the buns everywhere. It is a big yikes, Arizona. I'm not gonna say it's not, and I understand where you're coming from. I mean, to me, I don't main as Sonya, so I kind of don't care. I mean, well, that's not exactly the right way to say it, but I guess it's like I don't care in the sense that um, it doesn't affect a character that I go out of my way to play. Like I'd be more concerned if it was like a character I play. Like if I play as like Johnny, like I play Johnny Cage, Cassie Cage. If like their voice actors end up being like fucking crazy people or whatever, that might ruin it for me. But um, I play as those two, so I don't really have to deal with Sonya. I dabbled with her in ten, and even then, it's like I liked her in 10, but I didn't really care. I also just don't like her character model in 11 either. I don't mean to sound weak about it. No, it's fine. I don't think it's weak because I've seen people do the same thing for certain movie actors. Like my mom doesn't like Denzel Washington because she doesn't really agree with with who he voted for. I mean, everyone has different kind of uh preferences. I mean, there's some actors I don't like as well. Like I don't like Matthew McConaughey that much, but I also and Ben Affleck's whatever. I think he does a decent performance, but every character he plays is like I am the chosen one. I am amazing. And it's like I don't care. But I mean I know what you mean. I can't say that um that is bizarre. Like I don't know, but I know what you mean. I know where you're coming from with it. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, Arizona, I can't believe you're doing that to Ronda Rousey. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. That should be good. I don't think you're missing anything anyway. Hmm, let's see. Do you still see it? No, I don't. Okay, that's good. We can extend that a little bit too, actually. Let's. Yeah, there we go. Why do you like Sonya? Oh, he, Jay, she's Arizona's talking about Sonya's Ronda Rousey, because Ronda Rousey is one of those people that don't believe in the Sandy Hook stuff that happened, which I think is, I mean, obviously it happened. I kind of don't think anything else, but anyways, we don't need this stream to be the Mortal Kombat 11 stream. We can save that for tomorrow when I get the game. When I stream it. But we're here for the Dark Spadil content, dude. So let's talk about it. So hello everyone, welcome to oh my god. Hold on, there's a notification. Oh, it's nothing. I'm getting distracted. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We're here. We're gonna be watching the final part of the travel segment, which is insane. Mr. Hot Stuff did upload a 17-minute video that kind of gets the good stuff of this video, but I figure we might as well watch the whole thing. So let's get into it. Yeah, I already saw the endings. They all suck. Well, Mortal Kombat, it's a fighting game. Fighting games, I mean, it's a fighting game.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third and final part of my big podcast about my Connecticut trip and marriage. Surprise marriage. This is going to talk about the rest of the days in Connecticut. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, whoa.
Okay, so
oh god.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third and final part of my big podcast about my Connecticut trip and marriage. Surprise marriage.
Surprise
this is
marriage.
Going to talk about the rest of the days in Connecticut, including the marriage, how it went down.
The marriage.
And then I'm going to give you an update on the tax situation because that's what everyone wants to know. Okay. All right. About the rest of the days in Connecticut.
Love this. Apparently, people want to know more about the taxes than the marriage. Very nice.
The marriage, how it went down. and then I'm going to give you an update on the tax situation because that's what everyone wants to know.
Everyone wants to know. And he gives us the puppy dog eyes. Does this segment have food talk? Probably. Bring like, my mom made a marriage cake. A spaghetti marriage cake.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. I like... Okay.
So, we pick up on Tuesday. Tuesday was our second full day there in Connecticut. And this was a day when basically Kat and I didn't know what we were going to do. Now, originally what we wanted to do this week was go to the zoo. It was one of the big things we wanted to do was go to the zoo together. Kat and I both love animals, and we wanted...
Kat and I both love animals. Is that why DSP wanted to kill the dog so bad in The Walking Dead or something? Like, he did like a lot of fucked up shit. Like, he killed a dog in Life is Strange, but he loves animals. He didn't care about cinnamon and raisin. The only animal he kind of cared about was the rabbit.
to Bearsley Zoo is in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's one of
Oh yeah, you know that is true, Dovakin. There is a reason why people care more about the taxes. Is because of the of him taking all that money. So I mean, in that regard, it makes sense. But at the same time, I mean, you're telling the story of you getting married. I don't know. I feel like DSP should kind of care more about his marriage. The viewer should care about the taxes. Sure, that angle makes sense, but I don't know. It is what it is.
Highlights of the state, in my opinion, because it's a decent zoo. It's a huge no, but it's nice for what it is. And it's nice to have a zoo in my backyard. Bearsley Zoo is in Bridgeport. Now, originally what we wanted to do this week was go to the zoo. It was one of the big things we wanted to do was go to the zoo together. Kat and I both love animals, and we wanted to do... Bearsley Zoo is in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's one of the big highlights of the state, in my opinion, because it's a decent zoo. It's a huge no, but it's nice for what it is. And it's nice to have a zoo in my backyard when I lived there.
So the zoo's in his backyard, Bearsley Zoo. So guys, we could find out where his parents are just by going to Bearsley Zoo, apparently.
I definitely wanted to go when Kat was with me. But it was all going to hinge on...
Wow, no shit. You wanted to go to the zoo with your wife that you flew to Connecticut with?
Weather. Alright, and what happened was the weather schedule for the week was basically that it was going to be coolish most of the week. It was supposed to be like mid-50s Fahrenheit, so like 55 degrees, let's say, Fahrenheit. And cloudy some days, partly sunny some days, with some rain. Now, Tuesday morning, we were going to go to the zoo. And we were told, oh, it's going to rain, but later in the day, like 5, 6 p.m., it's going to start raining. It's going to be in the 50s all day long. So it should be a decent day for us if we wanted to go to the zoo. We wake up in the morning. We get the breakfast. As we told you, there was free breakfast at this hotel. So we got like 8:30 in the morning. We get the breakfast. It's 9 a.m. We walk outside. Pouring fucking rain. 40 degrees. So not only did they get the weather completely wrong, they got the temperature wrong too. Like,
dude,
everything...
it's fucking April. It's fucking April. April is like known to have rain. It is like the biggest month for rain. I mean, there's other months that it rains too, but I mean, April brings showers, May brings flowers, or some shit like that. Some saying like that. But April's pretty much the rain month.
Was different from what they had said it was going to be the night before. Not even fucking close. So we're walking out, and we're like, we can't go to the zoo today. We're going to be soaked. We're going to be freezing. This will be a waste of time. Plus, because it's raining, half the animals probably won't even be out. So,
okay.
All right, we're not going to do the zoo today. What are we going to do? Well, luckily, one of the nicest...
By the way, I like how he doesn't take it to any of the museums. I mean, Connecticut does have some good museums. If you look for him, I don't know why he was like terrified to go to a museum. I guess he still believes the meme that museums are boring because you learn stuff. April showers bring May flowers. You Greek. Well, thanks. Thank you.
Areas in that area of Connecticut to kind of do stuff is the Milford, Orange kind of shopping area where there's a lot to do. So
takes her to shopping instead. Okay.
We did a lot. I'm trying to remember specifically all the stuff we did.
I mean,
we went to one or two pet stores, like Petco's and PetSmarts. that were
Ah,
out there to just look at pets because we love looking at little pets and stuff. Played with the birds. There was one.
oh my god, dude. So I said this on Twitter. I kind of like this comparison. It's like an Arrested Development where Lucille kind of made her husband take estrogen pills because whatever. I think I talked about this last stream. I think Kat is drugging him estrogen tablets. I think she's trying to get his testosterone to zero. She wants him to be a complete the stereotypical soy boy. That's what DSP is gonna become, dude. He's too dumb to appreciate a museum. Oh, true.
There was one Petco where they had a room for birds, and the bird cages were there, and it wasn't the glass where you can't interact with the birds. It was just open bars, so you could stick your fingers in, you could play with the birds, and there was a bunch of conure birds, I think they're called conures, and they were friendly as hell, and they were playing with us, and we were having fun with them. You know, it's always fun to go to a pet store, right?
Always fun to go to a pet store.
A few of those. We went up towards the Milford area. Someone just asked me, did you go to Smiles in Milford? We drove by it. Smiles is the old arcade I used to go to in Milford, Connecticut, where I used to play Street Fighter, such, for example, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Capcom vs. SNK 2, some Tekken. That's the kind of stuff I used to play there back in the day, which was the early 2000s. They closed in the early, like, 2010s, and now it's a Verizon store, a mattress store, and some kind of a food place, a to-go food place, and some kind of an outdoor, like, boating store, like sporting goods and boating. So we drove right by it a million times, and like, man, what a shame.
What
that
a
place
shame.
was awesome. And it fell right apart.
There's literally other like arcades you could go to. There's also barcades you could go to, which is actually really nice. I've been to a few barcades. I went to one in New York for my brother's friend's birthday, and that one was an okay setup. I think the one that I went to in a different location was a pretty good setup. It had like Final Fight. It had all these good arcade games. I kind of like arcades a little bit more. It's a little more relaxing. You get beer. You can get drunk. There's like all this stuff going on. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty good time, honestly. But DSP can't go there apparently because it's a bar, dude. A bar guy might take Cat away, dude.
No, someone asked, did we go to the Milford Green?
We did everything
Pretty much
right.
Stayed on the Post Road, Boston Post Road, which is the main road through that area. We went to the mall, the local mall, which is the mall, Connecticut Post Mall that I used to go to. Now, I could have sworn, maybe I'm wrong, I could have sworn that the Connecticut Post Mall was owned by Westfield. Westfield is a company that owns a ton of the big malls in America. And our mall right out here is Westfield. They weren't. It was a different company that owned it now. And a lot of stuff had changed about the mall. Most notably, a lot of the big department stores were out of business. Sears and JCPenney. These are two of the stores that a lot of stuff had changed about the mall. Most notably, a lot of the big department stores were out of business. Sears?
Dude, Sears has been out of business like everywhere. This isn't a big revelation. But okay.
JCPenney. These are two of the stores that are like the biggest department stores in America.
JCPenney is still around. I still see JCPenney in my mall.
Things that at one time were some of the biggest, profitable companies in America. They're out of business. They don't even exist anymore. Like, god damn. A lot of places that I noticed,
like Toys R Us,
weren't there anymore.
Blockbuster.
Specifically. What?
Specifically. Oh my god, what the fuck was that?
Used to be there, weren't there anymore. And I'm trying to remember specifically.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that? He like pulled his mouth like back? Why? To say specifically. Specifically. Ugh.
What what areas were and weren't there still? Like what store? We went to a few independent game stores. There were two of them out there. One was Game Exchange, the one that I've actually talked about in videos before.
Game Exchange still around?
A new one. It was like Retro Games Plus or something like that. And that was kind of cool. That place had like not only old video games, but they had like action figures. They had He-Man and wrestling action figures.
Whoa,
from the
He-Man!
90s in there that they were selling for like $1 each or something like that. All used figures.
He-Man, dude. Big ups.
We did a lot of stuff. There's stores and stuff we went in. One of the places that we never heard of and was there, Boscov's. Has anyone ever heard of this place, Boscov's? They're basically a department store, But it brand new because they took over wherever JCPenney had been in the mall. It was this new place called Boscov's. And Kat was doing some shopping in there a little bit.
God knows, isn't that crazy?
For stuff. In particular, she all week, she was trying to find something to buy as a thank you gift for her friend who was house sitting for us, who was checking out a house every day.
So she goes to buy a gift for her friend to thank the friend for sitting for the house. Why not pay the person? But okay. But didn't she buy what about buying a gift for his parents? Ah, fuck him.
And we went to like a million stores looking for something, but I'll talk more about that later.
Why not talk about it now?
There's a boss goes by.
Like that was a good segue to talk about that, but no, we'll talk about it later. Okay.
Cactus God. Okay, yeah. We had never heard of this place before. Boscov.
No, DSP was there. DSP cannot let Cat go by herself anywhere. Literally, DSP has to be wherever Cat has to go. That's why on their days off they have to do shopping together. He can't have Cat go on her own to go grocery shopping. He has to go there with her. That's why their days off together is chores and errands, because he can't let Cat go by herself. I mean, he's already letting her go to her job by herself. She can't go to the fucking grocery store on her own. She has to be chaperoned by DSP, dude. Come on.
And it was an interesting store. It wasn't bad. It seemed like they had high-end stuff and cheap stuff. It all depended on what you were looking for.
Wow, it's like it's a store.
But also housewares and stuff. They had a candy department. Pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, candy department is very interesting.
So in particular, I'm just trying to think if anything else stood out that day. It was basically a day we stayed in the Milford area. Milford, Orange. I drove Kat all the way up the Boston Post Road, almost into New Haven, Connecticut, showing her all the different restaurants and the different businesses and things out there that we wanted to check out. And in general, it was just kind of an impromptu day because we had not planned on doing that day. But because it was dreary and cold and rainy, it's what we ended up doing all day. What do we have for dinner? Where do you hear this? Cracker Barrel. Yeah, now I've never been to a Cracker Barrel in my life. I didn't
really
exist.
Cracker
Kat
Barrel.
told me about them, and she says I found a Cracker Barrel, and she hadn't been to one since she had been in high school, but she remembered liking the Cracker Barrel food. So I ended up getting fried chicken with like mac and cheese, and I don't remember some other sides. And she got meatloaf, some kind of homemade meatloaf that they had. So we ended up having it. And we're like, it was actually incredibly cheap.
Yeah, I thought we were done with the food talk, literally. I forgot he talks more about food.
It was like each entree was $10, but it was like a crazy amount of food, and it was good. It was terrible for you. But, I never eat stuff like that. And we ate it, we're like, it was good, but, it's not something I can eat at all the time. But it was interesting because I'd never been to a Cracker Barrel before.
Dude, it's like going... Wait, what?
Funny.
Whatever.
What sucks is we didn't want, like, originally what I wanted to do when we went to that area, there used to be a wood-fired pizza place, and they had wood-fired pizzas and also great Italian cuisine. Out of business, closed. The whole building was empty. They didn't even do anything with it afterward, just empty. And I noticed that a lot when we were in Connecticut. A lot of places went out of business and closed, and honestly, I think it's a sign of that state is just it's on the way out. Like, most people who live there, they only live there because there's something else nearby that they're like, oh, I work in New York.
The state's on its way out. I mean, maybe just your location. I mean, there's stuff going on in Connecticut. I mean, I don't drive around, and I don't see a lot of business closing down. Like, there's like empty buildings, but those buildings were like abandoned. I mean, there used to be a factory of what's that milk company called? It was like HUD, I think, that was around, and then that went out of business when like the late 90s. That factory closed down. But it happens. Whatever. He just hates Connecticut, TBH. He's from fucking Bridgeport, remember? Yeah. Like, I get it, it's all about areas. Theo, didn't you hear Donald Trump is canceling Connecticut? He's making Connecticut too. Connecticut, you're fired.
Live in Connecticut, I commute to New York. But, like, house values have tanked and plummeted. The businesses are on the way out. It just doesn't seem like a good place to be. It just seems like it's a state that's on the way down. You know what I mean?
The way down.
Gotta
do the stoner eyes.
tanked and plummeted. The businesses are on the way out. It just doesn't seem like a good place to be. It just seems like it's a state that's on the way down.
Dude, why does he do this eye squinting? He looks like a fucking stoner. It's on the way out, man. Oh, this company is on the way out, dude.
You know what I mean? A lot of empty places.
Connecticut 2.0. Yeah, the head wall was pretty
So
crazy.
that was Tuesday. Not a super exciting day for us.
Not a super exciting day.
You know, we were in a situation where
Connecticut's gonna get eradicated.
Wednesday was the wedding day. Wednesday.
It's a third world country, dude.
The first thing we did is we did not on our wedding day want to be getting up at the crack of dawn. So we ended up sleeping in that.
Of course.
Day, and we said,
of course.
Go.
Why would they want to seize the day? No, let's wake up at noon.
And get some food in the morning. And we went to this place called Chips. It's a diner-style food, but they're well known for their pancakes, as well as
I never heard of
Chips,
by the way.
So we went there, and Kat got a waffle. I told you she loves waffles.
She loves waffles. That's her personality. Waffles. You know how they have that show, and there's always that criticism about the fat kid. Oh, you have this fat kid on the show, and his personality is just food, dude. That's Kat. Kat is waffles. There you go. That's her defining trait. That's why she's his soulmate. Waffles. Remember when Leanne used to call DSP a waffle? That is something I can't get over. Leanna's pet name to DSP was Waffle. Waffle. Fucking.
She got a waffle at Chips that actually said chips on the waffle. And I think she got some turkey bacon with it. And I got a...
Turkey bacon, of course.
Oh, man, what did I get at Chips?
Fucking turkey.
I think I got a club sandwich. Yeah, it was a club sandwich. Turkey bacon, lettuce.
Turkey.
Basic diner style food. Okay. And we didn't get the pancakes. We didn't load up on pancakes for our wedding day.
Of course.
So then when we were done with that, we went and to my parents' house. I spent some time with my parents, a couple hours, hanging out with the cats. Cat loves cats.
Oh,
so
that's the other personality trait as well. Waffles and cats. That's all that she has going for her. Video games, she thinks Persona 4 is archaic and dated. She plays the mainstream casual games that normies play. She doesn't like Sekiro because it's too hard. Cats and waffles. There you go.
Spent a lot of time with Sammy and those cats and stuff. And then basically on the wedding day. So here's the big wedding day to everyone on the internet. Phil scammed his viewers to pay for his wedding day. Wait till you hear about this elaborate wedding day. We sat at my parents' house for 2 hours just basically talking. Okay.
Listen to this.
Then we got dressed up. So I went to my parents' bedroom and I changed for my street clothes.
I love how he sidelines the complaint. By the way, he completely ignores why people said it was a scam. But
to my suit, slacks, tie, button-down shirt, shoes, belt.
Okay, Jesus. He doesn't go in such like fucking
shaved the night before,
fucking
shaven. No, not
description.
here, but,
I woke up on my wedding day. I ate food, then I went home. Then I took my clothes off, and then I put on my wedding clothes. You know, the clothes that you wear on your wedding. And then I put on my shirt, my slacks, my belt, I shaved, I combed my hair. Like, okay.
I shaved around here for my wedding day.
Whatever.
Then Kat went in there to get dressed up in her stuff, and oh my God, was she beautiful? So beautiful.
So beautiful, man. Oh my God, Kat is like an angel.
Almost cried.
I almost cried. Oh my God. Fucking soap opera Phil here.
When I saw her, I was so happy. I was like, you look so amazing.
I was so happy. I'm so amazing.
Not to say she doesn't look amazing every day. That's one of the things she's good at. She's amazing at makeup.
Yeah, she's amazing at makeup. Yeah.
Amazing at dressing up and looking nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah? Okay. Let's just, Take a look at how amazing she looks.
Hello.
Just every day. Every day. We don't have to go to her wedding.
Hello, everyone. Dark.
We don't need to do that, but let's just take a look at how IRL stream. Remember when DSP used to do an IRL stream? Oh, hey, Obsessed Yuri.
Immediately.
What? Oh, do you see her? No, you don't. You don't see her, I'm blocking her. Okay, you see that? You see, oh, look at just that hairband. She looks like a fucking librarian in that, honestly. And then,
Ghostbusters, I guess.
and then here it's like all over the place. I mean, her hair is better in this, but whatever. I mean, I think this one, like, I kind of feel like she was like going to bed, and DS was like, "Okay, I want to come to an IRL stream. We making a lot of money." Okay, Phil. So, there you go. Now let's get me back up here.
And I was blown away at how she looked.
Blown away, of course.
So,
is it because you love her? Oh, I don't know.
As we're getting dressed, the guests start to arrive. Now, I'm not going to tell you who the guests were. Like I said, I'm not.
Why should we care about the guests? Like, why does he assume we want to know who the guests were?
I'm going to give you personal identity. Basically, some close relatives of mine and stuff.
What about Kat? Did her family get to come?
And so they start to arrive. And so I'm in my suit and tie already. I'm schmoozing with some of the guests. I'm trying to, entertain a little bit.
I'm schmoozing, dude. You try to network with them, like, heh, I have DSP Gaming, but I go on Twitch now. Dark Side Phil, dude.
And schmoozing with them. Well, my parents also. My mom was trying to put her makeup on quickly and everything for this ceremony. So we basically took about an hour and a half to get ready for the ceremony. And then when Kat was ready to go, I went in the room, we got her, and we...
By the way, isn't the ceremony like the husband sits at the... Oh my god, waits for the bride, and then the bride's father like walks her to the altar. I mean, what he could have done was have DSP's dad do it. It's kind of not tradition, dude. He's breaking new grounds. That's what he is. This is a progressive wedding, okay? Instead of having the father walk the bride down, the husband walks the bride down, dude. That's the tradition. That's the pig tradition, dude.
Came out together as a couple for the first time, dressed up.
As for the first time? What?
In our wedding attire.
Okay.
And the last person to arrive was the Justice of the Peace, who was a friend of the family. Like I said, she's a friend of my dad.
Oh, thanks, Obsessed Yuri. My rabbit is pretty cute. TBH, I love her. Oof, imagine being a bride and you don't have anyone to walk you to the altar. No, Cypher, she did have someone to walk her to the altar. She had DSP. Darks Vanille.
That's through political means.
The guy.
And
wait, what?
Dressed up in our wedding attire. And then the last person to arrive was the Justice of the Peace, who was a friend of the family. Like I said, she's a friend of my dad's through political means. And all we did, we all got into the main front hallway of my parents' house, and everyone took pictures. Oh my god, everyone had a...
Oh my god, people took pictures, guys! Man, it's like, it's a wedding, and people take pictures at events.
100 cameras, snap, 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 snap. In fact, I gotta ask my dad, can he send me some of these pictures, because Kat and I wanted...
Wait a second! Wait, hold up, guys. This was last week. He said, I gotta ask my dad for the pictures. It's Monday today. Did he ask his parents about the fucking wedding pictures? No. Wow.
Some of them made up to hang around the house and stuff, because we had those pictures you guys saw on Instagram. That's all the pictures we got. We got the selfie, I got the picture of her in her dress, and the picture of our rings together, and that's it. That's all we have. Everyone else took 100 pictures, and actually one of the guests used their smartphone to film the whole ceremony. So we actually have a video of the whole thing.
Upload it to YouTube,
but yeah,
dude.
so basically, the Justice of the Peace
I wouldn't say they have political protection. I just think DSP is just dumb and gives like dumb information. Like I think there's lore that his dad did hold a office, like a government position. I'm not sure if it's an elected position, but he worked for the government at one point. Don't know if he still works there. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Um, and this is like he's just a friend. I don't know why DSP words it in a dumb way, but it's DSP. I mean,
Came in, and we all stood in the hallway. We were, standing there in the hallway next to each other, and everyone just watched us, filming or recording or taking pictures. And the justice of the
oh my
peace would repeat
god,
after.
dude. Every fucking I've noticed he keeps like tilting his mouth. What the fuck? A few times. What's going on?
After me and said the vows. I repeated the vows. Took the ring, put it on Kat's hand. The filming or recording or taking pictures. And the justice of the peace said, repeat after me, and said the vows. I repeated the vows. Took the ring, put it on Kat's hand.
Put it on her little hand. Gave us the grandpa voice. This is like like your grandparents telling you how they were married. Well, yeah, listen, Sonny, I took my wife, your grandmother. Yeah, in Greek we call them Yaya. Grandfather is Papu. Grandmother is Yaya. I took Yaya. I took Yaya with me, and I took her hand, and I gave her the ring. I put the ring on her hand, and it was a lovely situation.
The wedding ring.
The wedding ring.
Kat repeated after her the vows. Took the ring, put the band on my finger.
I love. I've said this like a million times in these kind of endure videos, but I just love he cannot call it a ring. He calls Kat's ring a ring, but when it's his ring, oh, I got a band. Can't say it's a ring because he's so insecure about being a man that he can't possibly say a ring. Ugh.
Now pronounce you man and wife. I do. Kissed, and that was it. Everyone applauds. Amazing. The whole thing was 10 minutes, not even. All right, we're done. What are we doing now? Well, let's take pictures. Everyone take more pictures of the wedding. We do a couple more pictures. Everyone want their pictures. And after that, we're like, what time is it? We take a look. Damn, we're hungry. Let's fucking eat. So that's it.
That's it. See, I just scammed you guys, but the reason why people are saying that you scammed them is because you're able to fly to Connecticut. And he tells us, well, my parents paid for it. We can't, honestly, we can't prove that. There's no evidence of his mom paying for it, so all we know is that he paid for it. We don't have any proof of it. We have nothing. We have nothing that could go into this other than, that off his own word. And, maybe some of it is right. Maybe she paid for half or something. I don't know. But the other thing is that, but people were saying that they scammed them for the marriage because of fucking, how, him taking a whole week off. And the other thing on top of all of this, and it kind of goes into why bragging about not telling people things kind of is dumb, is that he told us that I can't get married because I don't have the money to do it. I can't consider getting married until I'm out of the debt. All of this stuff, he told us all of that. Said that he was single all year when he was dating Kat. And then says, oh no, I was really dating this bitch during the year that I was single. This and that was clear, blatant lies. So who's to say that he's not lying about that? He can't prove that he didn't have a ceremony. It can't be proved one way or the other. I don't think. So it's just kind of dumb to be like, well, see, nothing went into it. It's like, how are we supposed to trust that? He told us that he couldn't get married because he had too much debt in his name. He would only consider it once the debt shrinks or vanishes. But here we are, and so how are we supposed to fucking believe him? But he doesn't get that. He doesn't get that. That's what happens if you start doing these dumb lies. If you don't want people to know that you're planning on getting married, it might be better to not say you can't get married. it might be better to just not talk about it, or just ignore the question like he does everything else, or just say that's personal, don't worry about it, or whatever. But instead, he gives us dumb answers that can hurt him in the long run. It blows my mind. He doesn't get that. It blows my mind.
There's wedding ceremony, pictures, we're out of here, let's go eat. So, Kat and I did not want to wear our stuff over there to eat because we were nervous about getting, white dress.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, he has been, like, desperately trying to make this whole thing positive. Like, I did the wedding video, and nothing bad happened. People are still supporting me. It was a great week, man. Phoenix Wright is what killed it. But, honestly, he has been making less money. Even before the trip, he's been making less money on second streams lately. He's been making less money, like less consistent money. But he keeps giving us the meme of, today's been good, dude. Today's been good. He fucking lies and forces positivity on his streams because he cannot admit that his streams are slow. He can't possibly admit that.
Dirty with Italian food, concern. So we changed back into basically our nicer street clothes. While a lot of the guests really, the only person who really wore a suit to this thing was my dad. Everyone else was kind of just wearing almost normal clothes anyway. For the few of us that there were, because there's only 10 of us total.
Okay.
So we scoot over to the restaurant. And we go down, nice big table. For all 10 of us, we sit down.
Wait, he went to a restaurant? Wow, that definitely doesn't sound like he scammed his fans, dude.
The cool thing about this restaurant, again, Italians. Work at it.
Italians.
Waiters.
Dude, this is racism, dude. Okay? He feels safe in a restaurant run by Italians. Wow. So you wouldn't trust a restaurant run by other people? You only want Italians? Wow, reason side Phil, dude. Am I right? Stop faking the positivity, Greek. You Greek boomer. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Italian. He's like, hey, what do you want? The bubba bubba.
Bubba. Yeah, that's how Italians like. Bubba.
The way that they speak is not funny, but it's like unique and interesting. How
Oh my god.
Italians work at it. Though even the waiter is Italian. He's like, hey, what do you want? The bubba bubba. The Italian, the way that they speak is not funny, but it's like
the way that they speak is unique. This is like, oh my god. Oh, I got it. It's the Polish side of him. The Polish side, I know what's going on. The Italian side of his body hates his Polish side. That's why he like brags about being Italian. But when he talks about this Italian food, the Polish side starts to creep in and starts sneaking in racist things towards the Italians, dude. Obviously. I only feel safe in a stream with actual Greeks or when the streamer is Greek. I am Greek, come on!
Unique and interesting how it flows, how they talk and everything.
How it flows? What the fuck is this? Dude, like... I mean, I'm not this fucking dumb about Greeks. Guys, I love listening to Greeks, man. When they talk, oh my god, it is so unique and cultured. Oh my god, the way that they speak is so different. Oh my god, man. Greeks, man. Oh, they say things that are unique and cultured. Okay.
And
Buppada.
He's getting us all drinks. He said, hey, what do you want? It's a special occasion,
I love how he has to do the Italian has to do a stereotypical Italian accent. I thought you're Italian, Darksvidil. Why are you doing the fake accent? Come on.
My mom says, well, let's get appetizers for the table. What do you have? He said, we got the perfect thing for you.
Perfect thing for you, mamma mia.
Appetizer is like a taste of Italy, little everything. We call it the skizzy.
Mamma mia, skizzy. Skizzy, mamma mia.
What the hell did he say? He says the skizzy. So apparently this is.
I thought you were Italian, Dark. Come on.
Something known in Italian cuisine. A skizzy means that before you actually sit down to eat your entrees or your meal, they will bring you course after course of Italian appetizers. So they start bringing the skizzy out to the table. Fried zucchini.
Fried zucchini? Dude, nope, that's Greek. Fuck you, that's Greek. They're appropriating the Greek culture, dude. See, this is the true issue with Italians. They fucking steal from the Greeks. Look at the Roman architecture, the Roman temples and all that. Fucking shameless plagiarism. Nothing but fucking Greek stuff. And they're like, oh, well, it's not there's no mythology behind it. We actually use our own generals. Blah blah blah. Oh my god. Nah, fuck you. Greeks are the best. Theo's racist. I'm chowing down on some pizza right now. The Romans were all Greek booths. Yeah, exactly. They all wanted to be Greeks. Deep down in their blood, they wish they were Greeks. They wish they were Greeks. Italians beat the fuck out of Greeks. Nah, they did it because everyone's like, well, Italians, they beat the Greeks, dude. The Greeks only allowed them to happen because they had other shit to do. They wanted to learn. They wanted it to be scholars. They were scholars, and the Romans, the dumb Romans, were like, oh, we fight, and that's how they won because the Greeks were like, no, we want to fucking learn. We want to be philosophers, dude. Fucking. So the Romans have no appreciation.
Marinated in a garlic butter sauce, steamed mussels, stuffed clams. Oh, eggplant rollatini, which is when they take pieces of breaded eggplant and they roll it with cheese and sauce into these little rollatini things you cut up and eat. Calamari, classic Italian calamari, and some
Greeks had calamari too. Command.
Some regular bread for the table, bread and butter, and pizza pieces. So they just make like basic like pepperoni pizza, but they chop it into like small thin things you pick up and munch on, almost like an appetizer. So, and I probably forgot a few of them because there was like 10 different servings of food that came out. Oh yeah, I remember one. There was tomato slices with mozzarella slices. I forget what they even call that. So yeah, there's like 10 different things that came out and we ate, and it took, I'm not even exaggerating, probably about almost an hour to just go through the schizzi that came out, which was amazing. It was so fucking good. It was delicious. And then it was fun because some of the guests sat across from Kat and I, and we had some conversation. It was very nice. My parents sat next to me, so conversation there.
Conversation there.
My dad tells stories. He was telling a couple fun stories at the table and everything. We each got an entree.
Don't tell us the stories,
the veal parmesan, and Kat got the chicken parmesan. So we each had a parmesan dinner, and it was so funny because we're eating. First of all, everything tastes amazing, and Kat goes, the sauce. She goes, even the marinara sauce that they brought.
Dude, Kat's eyes, it lit up. It lit up like a Christmas tree, dude. She is becoming Italian. She's becoming a full Italian, dude, before our eyes.
Brought out for the schizzi, like you have fried calamari, you put it in marinara. She said, the marinara sauce is so robust.
The marinara sauce! Oh!
And it's full of flavor.
Flavor!
And of seasonings. I'm like, yeah, that's real Italian cooking. It's not, you go and they give you, this is marinara, and it's just basically tomato paste. It actually has seasoning.
But it's funny that she says all this stuff, like, oh, it's not tomato paste. But DSP has made Italian sauce. Oops. Oh, man. Does that mean that his Italian sauce is Italian paste?
Is slow cooked. It's imbued with the flavor over time. That's what the Italians are known for doing when they cook. And then, each one of our dinners came with a side of spaghetti with marinara. And she's eating the spaghetti. She goes, my God, the spaghetti.
The spaghetti!
So good. It's the best spaghetti I've ever had. It's not just plain
pasta.
It's got flavor. Like, yeah, they cook it with olive oil and spices. They don't just fucking boil it and toss it in a little thing. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean.
So, we ate all this, and basically after that, then it's time for the wedding cake. Now, here's the thing. Traditional wedding cakes are giant.
That's pretty funny, though.
We only had 10 guests. Ours was just a normal-sized cake, okay? My mom had wanted to get a traditional Italian cake. For those who don't know, traditional Italian cake is kind of weird compared to what you guys probably think cake is. It's layers.
It's kind of weird.
Of cake that's a sponge-type cake that absorbs. and you
A sponge cake that absorbs.
have a layer of, say, frosting on top, cake, fruit,
Is it
cake,
a tiramisu?
pudding/custard, cake of, say, frosting
Hold
on
on, I
top,
want that face. I'm getting that
cake,
face.
fruit, cake, pudding/custard.
I like how he like is so animated when he talks that he doesn't need to be so animated, but whatever.
Cake, more fruit, cake, and it's just like layer after layer of stuff. Some of them, they actually put liquor in. Like, they'll take rum and they'll soak a layer in the cake of rum. So you actually get an alcoholic, like, liquor-y bite.
You know the thing is, it feels like almost every Italian dessert has rum in it. Because I think that's what like tiramisu is. Tiramisu, I think you put like some form of alcohol with it, but whatever. It is what it is.
When you're eating that layer, the custard/pudding can be different flavors. It could be vanilla, it could be chocolate. I've seen other flavors as well, but that's usually the ones my parents get. Usually on the sides of the cake, they cover it with different things. You could do chopped nuts, like almonds. You could do shots, like chocolate shots. I've seen many different variations, and I've had this traditional Italian cake many times in my life because I live with Italians, so we always, whenever there's a family gathering...
Guess what? Wrong. He lives with an Italian and Polish people. Come on. You're not 100% Italian, dumbass.
Get one of the Italian cakes, right? My mom wanted this cake. Kat does not like pudding/custard, but she loves fruit. And I told my mom, I said, I guarantee you if you get that, she's not going to like it. What you should do is get one with fruit in it. So I was very pleased. My mom listened to me. She got a cake that...
I was very pleased she listened to me, but the thing is that, like, Kat doesn't like pudding and stuff. Well, did she even fucking try it? What is she, fucking 12? She has to, like, kind of go out of her comfort zone at some point. Like, come on. Like, there were times when, like, growing up, like, I was going to Greece with my mom every time, and every time there would be, like, something that I didn't like when I was a kid, she'd be like, Theo, you have to try it. You have to fucking try it. You're this old now, you need to try stuff. Okay, I tried it, then I ended up liking it. Like, I used to hate beans. I used to just not like them at all. Now I like beans. Beans are pretty cool, dude. Pretty alright.
That was just whipped cream cake, like, and there was some chocolate and vanilla with fruit, and it was strawberries and bananas. Okay?
Bananas? Cat equals beans. Cat doesn't like that. You gotta cater to her, dude.
Cake. We each had a piece of cake. We didn't do the crazy, oh, it's a wedding, shove the cake in your fucking wife and husband's face. We didn't do that stupid shit.
We didn't do that stupid shit. Who does that, though? I haven't really heard a lot of fucking weddings do that. That sounds... That sounds like from a comedy movie.
So it was a great cake. We each had a piece of cake. We didn't do the crazy, oh, it's a wedding, shove the cake in your fucking wife and husband's face. We didn't do that stupid shit.
I haven't seen anyone do that, though. I don't know.
Each had a piece of cake. It was really good. And then...
He doesn't want to do that because he wants to eat the cake. He loves the cake so much he has to eat it, dude. He doesn't want to waste the cake.
After that, we said goodnight to all the guests.
Oh, okay, they do that.
I'll be honest, yeah, a couple guests handed me a card.
A card? A card to what?
And said goodnight to everyone, and we drove back to our hotel and had a nice night together. All right, that's
Look, girl, is he a sorority
Very
girl?
Simple. So
dude, I am telling you, Kat is drugging him with fucking estrogen tablets. It makes sense. His voice sounds more feminine. He says things more femininely. Like it's suspicious. It's suspicious, dude.
A whole wedding that Phil scammed his viewers to raise thousands of dollars for. We had a ceremony at my parents' house that cost nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
And we went to a nice dinner that my parents paid for. That was, at a local Italian restaurant, and that was the whole thing. So I'm sure that cost thousands of dollars. So I mean, these fucking idiots that say these conspiracy theories on the internet are so insanely stupid.
But again, that is sidelining the why people say it was a scam. And like, sure, saying that the wedding was $1,000 is silly, and maybe it didn't cost that much, but it did cost money. He said he paid like the guy $50 to get the certificate. That's money. Okay, it might be insignificant, it might be $100 tops. Fine, whatever. He also paid for that. Then he went to a restaurant. Now the thing is, as I said before, we don't know how true his parents paying for the trip is. We can't prove that. So, and what is there to believe from him? He told us he was single for 2017. He ended up with dating Kat during that year. And I know what he's gonna say if you bring that up. I was single. She wasn't living with me, okay? I mean, yeah, she flew in, but I was by myself. I was living like a bachelor for like 90% of the year, okay? Which is still bullshit if you just listen to the pre-streams. I mean, the way he describes it, complete bullshit. He's told us for years he can't get married because he wants to get the debt paid down. So he did fucking lie. So who's to say that he's not lying about this? And the thing is that Jupiter reminded me of this. He says I had to lie. You know, he's like, oh, to talk about the marriage, I had to lie to you guys. Okay, so who's to say that he's not lying about this? Because he knows what would happen if he said, I'm going to Connecticut and he's paying for it. He knows what would happen. So of course he would say his parents are paying for it. What benefit would he have if he said that he's paying for the trip? If he told us that his parents paid for it, he could still beg for money for taxes. This is what happens when you introduce lies to your streams. And you contradict them. This is what happens.
So,
and DSP doesn't fucking get it. That's the best part. He's so dumb. He doesn't understand that.
We went that night to post up pictures of the wedding, and I knew it. I said to Cass, you know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have a 50-50 split. You're going to have half the people are going to be shocked and happy.
Oh, shit,
and half the people are going to be shocked and immediately
fuck.
Just be toxic, disgusting, immoral people on our wedding post with nasty stuff about me being a bad person and I robbed money and all that, even though none of this is true.
So if we do this on a different post, he won't complain. I posted a picture of my TV watching WWE, and people were saying that I'm a scammer and I'm a pedophile and I'm a scammer. Okay.
And this whole trip's on my parents' behalf. You know, this is what they're going to say, so just expect it. And that's exactly what fucking happened. I posted it up. It was 50-50. So, and some people are like, you know, why does Phil spend time, you know, editing posts and stuff?
By the way, I like how it's constantly a surprise. It's a surprise that happens at this point. 10 years for doing this, and it still surprises him.
Because it's very simple. It is our wedding post.
Wait,
what fucking happened? I posted it up. It was 50-50. So, and some people are like, you know, why does Phil spend time, you know, editing posts and stuff? Because it's very simple. It is our wedding post, and that's something that probably in years we'll go back and look at. And we don't want nasty shit on there. You know?
I thought you could laugh at nasty shit. He told us, me and Ken are having a blast reading the negative comments. It's so funny how stupid they are. I'm deleting every single one of them, dude. Like, I mean, I would level and say that I would delete the malicious, like, personal attacks. That I could kind of see, but if it's, like, comments like, oh, Phil's a scammer, I'd probably be like, yeah, this is kind of whatever. I don't know, like, people say dumb shit. I mean, but he also has the right to do whatever he wants. If he wants to delete comments, that's fine too. It's his fucking Instagram. It's dumb to fucking act as if it's like some big thing. Yeah, I have to delete it, guys. It's their fucking Instagram. Who fucking cares? Okay.
You know, so we did. I'm sure by now there is, because it was like 2 days. I would go back and check it and delete the nonsense. I'm sure by now it's flooded with the nonsense again. But at least for about a day or two, it was nice, and there was a nice viewer and reaction, positive reaction to it, and we appreciated that very much. Okay, we knew.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I would probably, if it was me, I probably would be editing that post like probably a week after the wedding and shit, because I would much rather spend time with my wife than deleting comments. In the grand scheme of things, what is more important, your wife or comments by strangers?
Shit like that people were going to say I lied and the money I had raised went towards the wedding when none of it, literally not a penny of it did. But that's how people are. Okay, so then Thursday we woke up and again decided not to get the early breakfast. We wanted to sleep in a little bit. We went to this diner. It's called the Bridgeport Flyer Diner. I've been there many times. I used to actually eat there with John Rambo a lot when we were doing filming and stuff. And Kat, it was funny. Kat orders pancakes because we hadn't had pancakes the whole trip.
Pancakes? I thought she likes waffles. What the fuck? Dude, she might be lying to him. She loves waffles. Now she eats pancakes? Who knows what else she's lying about? Holy shit, guys. I don't know if I can trust Kat. She might be a liar.
She likes pancakes, and she likes fruit pancakes, so she orders banana pancakes. And order if you want short stack or full stack. I don't know how much it is. You know, we got a little bit of money to spend for my parents, which is nice. Let's get a full stack of pancakes.
Oh my god. Let's just waste all my parents' money. Fuck it. Get it out of here. Why not save that money for your taxes? Or save it for something important? No, let's just waste all the money. Okay. And by the way, I was like, I don't know how much this is. Why not ask the waiter? Like, I go to a restaurant, and if I see something I like, and I don't know the portion, I usually ask the waiter, hey, how big is this? And then they usually tell me, like, oh, it's about this size, whatever, then I base off of that. That's kind of why they're there. But waste your parents' money, that's cool.
Fucking thing comes out, they're this, I'm not even kidding, they're this big. They're the size of the plate. The biggest pancakes I've ever seen in my life. They must have put a fucking bunch of bananas in the pancakes because they're in the pancake, baked into the pancakes. The pancakes weighed like 20 pounds.
This is why you probably should have asked the waiter about the fucking portion, dumbass. Herp
It was insane. I think I got a tuna salad sandwich or something like this. Nothing too fun, okay? So we do that, and then we go to, by the way, here's the trolls.
Here they are.
I don't know, guys. I don't know where the mods have gone. The mods were here before.
Where are my mods?
Not really seeing them anymore. I'm just going to fucking ignore it. I'm going to continue with my story. Apologies. If any mods are still here and want to actually help out, I'd appreciate it. I don't really see any mods here.
I'm going to let it happen.
Right
okay. Now he's leaning over.
They were here earlier doing a lot of work.
I thought you were ignoring the trolls. What?
Okay. So.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not going to moderate or nothing. I'm just going to fucking keep going. Okay, guys?
Oh, he's yelling in mod chat. That's what he's doing.
Right.
He's yelling in mod chat. Saying, guys, come to the stream.
Oh, DeWhopper says I just got here. All right, thank you, DeWhopper. Yeah, please keep an eye.
Oh, yeah. DeWhopper just got here. Man, I wonder if he went to mod chat and he started yelling at them.
There's a few trolls in the stream chat being dicks, okay?
DeWhopper. Fucking cuck.
All right, Thursday. We wake up on Thursday morning. Oh, by the way, I should mention, the weather on our wedding day was beautiful. It was full sun and like 50, almost 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And
did you do it outside? Did you do the wedding outside or inside? Because it doesn't matter if you did it inside then.
We were like, man, if only today was the day we were going to the zoo, but today's our wedding day. Hopefully the weather holds. The weather held. The weather held.
I love it. Like, oh, it's a shame we're getting married. This would have been great for the zoo. Oh, well, I guess we'll get married.
Held very, very, very nicely. So we ended up, well, here's really what happened.
Here's
what really happened. I called my parents the next day in the morning to thank them very much. He's like, that was a beautiful wedding for what it was. It was so nice, you know.
Oh my, what a piece of shit. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. That was a good wedding for what it is. Why not just say it was a good wedding? That's kind of a snide remark to make. His parents did all that for him, and he just says, yeah, that was good for what it is. Wow, he's really grateful.
Want anything big? We knew we couldn't afford anything big, and you basically made our special day very special.
Oh, that. Okay.
And by the way, a couple of the wedding guests who I never expected this left us a couple $100, so we ended up making like $200, which was very nice.
We made $200. It was a profitable wedding. It was worth the time. People loved it. People loved me getting married. They came out in droves to support me. We made $200. Dude, imagine if that's how you talk. Like, you get married, you tell your wife or your husband, you know, that marriage was profitable, man. We made money off it.
Wedding gifts from people. You know, we were
very nice.
Didn't get anything. And we were like, this is nice. You know, this is some money that we can spend while we're out here or whatever.
Oh, you don't want to spend that money for your taxes? You don't want to save it for that?
And basically, I had a nice conversation with my parents. All right.
Uh-oh.
And they said, tonight, do what you're doing tonight. Come back. Come to the house tonight. All right. Come back here tonight and we'll have a talk. Okay. Okay. Good. Sounds good.
Oh. Why not? What? Oh my god. Go home. Fuck your wife. Come back here to talk to us. That is an awkward chain to do. I kind of feel like it would have made more sense to have the talk before you go home to fuck your wife. I mean, that kind of makes more sense. The other way is just kind of like why? Ugh. Take a sip. Chew the drink.
So that day, first of all, like I said, we went to Bridgeport Flyer and had some food. Then we went to the zoo. And the zoo was fun, although it was a little annoying because the zoo was under construction. There's two major areas of Bearsley Zoo in Bridgeport that are a lot of fun. One of them is the petting zoo area or barnyard where you can see all kinds of stuff. They've got usually
Let's
like
talk
cows,
sleeping off the horror.
goats, a lot of goats, a petting zoo for goats, and usually porcupines, and a big area where there's like ducklings and ducks and things that walk around. You can feed them. The whole thing was closed for renovations. And they also were building a new spider monkey house, which sounded really fun. You know, Kat and I, like I said, we like animals. We watch a lot of nature shows, and we've seen shows about spider monkeys.
By the way, this is a petty point. During the MLB stream, someone asked him, "Do you still watch BoJack Horseman?" And he said, no, I don't have any time to watch BoJack Horseman. I watch WWE and it's bedtime with Kat." And I'm sitting there thinking, he watches fucking Animal Planet and animal shows with Kat. Why can't he watch BoJack Horseman with Kat? Why can't he watch half these shows with Kat? Okay. Come back after you consummate. Oh.
Monkeys. They were building it. It wasn't ready yet. Son of a bitch. But tons of fun stuff, including different monkeys, birds, bison, some different kinds of wolves.
I just don't think he got it. I don't think he understood BoJack Horseman. He probably watched it and was like, thought the jokes were funny, but then when it got to like the serious shit, he was like, I don't know, this is kind of weird. Why is there? I know, I guarantee what it is. When that show goes through drama, the drama part of it, like when it gets like real shit and all that, DSP probably was like, I thought this was comedy. Why are we getting sad now? Why? Huh? Because he doesn't understand that comedies can also be sad too. But okay.
Owls, hawks, and vultures.
Yeah, that was a nice pause.
River otter. We saw river otter, which was really nice. There was a crane that was literally posing for us right in front of us to take pictures, which was really cool. Strutting his stuff. And there's a lot of stuff. I put up a lot of pictures on my Instagram if you want to take a look. I did like 3 or 4 montages of some of the cool things we saw at the zoo. For me, the cutest thing was the agouti. And I said, what the hell is that? It's some kind of a rainforest ground-dwelling animal that kind of looks like a giant rodent. It kind of looks like a hybrid between a guinea pig or something else, and it's very odd looking because it has like long legs but a big butt and a rounded face. The thing is so cute, and it was fun. It was very friendly. It was coming up right to us. It was eating right in front of us and letting us take a ton of pictures.
Because dude, it's a fucking rodent. Do you know how, like, I mean, well, except for Cleo, every animal that's like that kind of animal is usually friendly. But okay.
The agouti, very very nice. The sloths were asleep. Couldn't see the two-toed sloths because they were asleep. But it was a fun trip to the zoo. It was a fun trip. We spent about 2 to 2.5 hours at the zoo.
Yeah, what a great experience, dude.
And so then, giant koi fish too. They have a big koi fish pond with ginormous koi fish because people overfeed them all the time, so they got huge. Then after that, we said, all right, let's go to the mall, Trumbull Mall. We had already been to Milford Mall. Let's go to Trumbull Mall.
Another mall,
Trumbull, Connecticut, where I grew up as a teenager. I hung out there working on my job.
He grew up in Trumbull, dude.
And in there was the local arcade.
Yeah, guinea pigs are pretty cool.
All the fighting.
I had one guinea pig that used to live over here, and this guinea pig was so cute. He was so friendly. But the thing that was kind of funny was he had like a white cross on his forehead. Like here, he had like a cross. So, like, this guinea pig and every time my mom would come down the hallway, that guinea pig would squeak constantly. And my brother was saying that, oh yeah, the guinea pig probably doesn't like our mom. My brother had a guinea pig. I had a hamster. I kind of like hamsters, but I mean, I like guinea pigs and rabbits way more. Those are better animals.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and stuff like that. It was like the hotbed where gamers would come to play games
Gamers,
against each
rise
other.
up.
So it was fun. I'll be honest. Seeing the mall again, totally redesigned from the ground up. Like a ton of new shit was in there. They had like oh god, what? Not Cracker Barrel. Oh, they had a cheesecake factory. There was a Wahlburgers. It was the first time I'd ever seen a Wahlburgers
A
place. That's the place where Mark
Wahlburger.
Wahlberg and his brothers make hamburgers and stuff. And it was kind of funny because, sadly, I hate to say it, 50% of the people who knew that we had gotten married were very supportive and happy and wanted to keep seeing me post up stuff.
Wait, what?
50% of the people were just being complete negative assholes and just being really scumbags to us and insulting us
What did that have to do with posting pictures of Wahlburgers? He talks about Wahlburgers, then instantly goes to the detractors.
constantly. So, like, I post up a picture of Wahlburgers and I'm like, yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen one of these. Anyone heard if it's any good? And some people are like, nah, it's overpriced. Don't go there. And other people are like, you have money, you scam people. You gonna spend it on burgers?
I thought, yeah, but isn't that a post that's not your wedding night? Isn't that what he wanted? For people to not post trollish comments on the wedding night pictures? They go to the Wahlburgers and they get yelled at. Come on.
And it's like, I knew it. From then on, anything I posted for the rest of the trip was just going to be negative shit from assholes.
But who fucking cares? You get that all the time. Remember when he didn't deliver Project 7? He kept getting, you stole money from Project 7. You stole money from Project 7. He was like, oh, okay, whatever, I don't care. Well, he bitched about it, sure, but he still, like, posted pictures on Instagram. But okay.
Who just wanted to ruin our lives. So I was like, at this point, I'm not going to do too much more. Like, there's no point, right?
Okay.
So it was fun. We went through the whole mall, and Kat finally, I think she ended up getting after looking at 100 stores, ended up buying a gift card for her friend because we couldn't really find anything that she wanted to get her friend as a thank you gift. So we got her a gift card.
Why not just
and a few things here and
pay
there.
her?
I don't even particularly remember too many of them.
Honestly, that's kind of shitty. If you can't give them, like, a gift, then just give them money. At least pay them for watching the house. Like, giving a gift card is kind of dumb.
Because that mall's so different now. It would have been nice if the arcade was still there. It's not. The whole place went out of business. It's just so very different. So there wasn't too much in the realm of, oh, here's from back in the day, this and that. It's not. Everything's completely changed. So we did the mall, and then we went to my parents' house. All right. And this probably was one of the nicest things because my parents and I just had a really honest talk about how everything's going. And basically my mom said to me,
I like how he tells us that now this is an honest talk. We had an honest talk, so all the talks on the phone were not being honest? Whoops. Well, I guess DSP's more okay with lying on the phone than lying in person.
a couple things, all right? And I'm not going to reveal every single thing that was said. I have a lot of things that I agree with and I disagree with my parents. We are very different people. Very, very, very different people. If you met my...
Guys, can you believe that you're not like clones of your parents? You might like stuff that your parents might not like. Whoa. Crazy. Insane. I would never have expect
parents
that.
Were like, you're Phil's dad and mom. Yeah, they're not like me.
Dude, you can say that about everyone. No kid is like their parents. No kid. Like, I guarantee if you met my... Well, actually... You might see me a little bit in my mom, I guess. But... I mean, still... no one's the same from their parents. But whatever.
I became an individual very different from them over the years. A lot of independent attitudes and things that night and day in a lot of ways. Although in a lot of ways I'm similar. I'm a stubborn person. My mom is insanely stubborn. She believes that what she thinks is right and is wrong. My mom did not agree with me leaving Connecticut at all. She wanted me to stay in Connecticut my whole life.
Man, it's almost like your mom wanted you to stay connected to be with your family. And this is the other thing, like, I mean, this might get a little, I don't know. Well, if I feel uncomfortable, I'll let you guys know, but, uh, my family, at least on my dad's end, we live, like, all over the place. And we have a hard time keeping in touch with other family members. It's kind of hard to communicate with them. And it's like, if they live closer, it'd be a little bit better because, we could see them more often. Now it's like if you want to see them, you have to fly uh, long distances just to see them. And it's harder. So, of course, his mom wants him to stay in Connecticut because she wants him to visit her constantly and not have to worry about flying and all that kind of stuff. But, okay. Stay in Connecticut. You're too retarded to be under any close monitoring.
Even though I told her a million reasons why I didn't want to leave, I had to get out of there. I hated it, and it was too expensive. Like a million reasons why I wanted to get out. She always wanted me, to stay with her, well, with my parents, so that they could be close by or whatever. I told them a million times, then move with me. Move with me to a better place. Get out of the ghetto that you live in. You can't be there your whole life. You can't.
I love that when it comes to him. I can't leave this house. I love this house. Kat and I are building a life here. Oh, we love each other. We can't leave this house. Mom and Dad, just leave your house. Come on, move out of there. Fuck that place. Come on. Ugh. Ugh.
You can't be in a situation where you go outside, you could get shot. But they don't listen. They don't listen. They're set in their ways.
But the thing is that, like, what's insane is that he kind of acts as if all of Connecticut is a ghetto. Maybe Bridgeport's a ghetto. I've never been to Bridgeport. I can't really say. But not everywhere in Connecticut's a fucking ghetto. He could have moved in the same state, but he doesn't want to leave the state. But he wanted to leave the state because apparently all of Connecticut's a shithole. Apparently, okay. Because every state, okay,
They do
whatever.
what they want. So basically, it started all.
And by the way, like the whole thing with getting shot is so odd. Because first off, it went from, well, if you fuck around, they'll shoot you. Oh, well, it was initiation. They shot my friends for no reason. Like, it's like nowhere, out of nowhere. It's like either you get shot or you don't get shot, or you go out of your way to get shot. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Started off the conversation.
Excuse me.
Was that my mom wanted to pay for Kat and I to go on a honeymoon. All right. And basically, it started off the
that
conversation
face.
Was that my mom wanted to pay for Kat and I to go on a honeymoon.
Look how annoyed he looks. Can't believe my mom wants to pay for us to go on a honeymoon. I have taxes to pay and the dumb bitch wants to pay for my honeymoon? Ugh, idiots. What a great face. I'm getting the full pose too. I'm not... He looks so annoyed. Ugh. And by the way, what kind of mom does this? I'll pay for the wedding. I'll pay for your flight here. I'm gonna pay for your honeymoon. Oh my god, his mom is unique, I guess. I don't really care about Kat. I don't want a honeymoon. We don't have sex. This guy had no idea what the ghetto is. Say his move was the worst mistake.
All right. And there were no specific discussions about any of that.
No specific discussions.
Or whatever. But basically, I told my mom, I said, like, I appreciate that. That's amazing. And quite frankly, I doubt Kat and I will ever be able to go on a honeymoon together.
Why not just see Connecticut as a honeymoon? It's Connecticut. You don't go there often. You have family there. Okay.
Being very honest, at this point, unless
a honeymoon is that you have to leave the fucking country. That's how you do a honeymoon. You have to leave the country.
I get myself out of the financial rut I'm in, there was no way that I would be able to go. But I told her, I mean, being straight up honest with you, and this is Kat and I had talked about this previously. It's a no-go.
How come that was a no-go, but not the trip to Connecticut? He said the same thing to her about Connecticut. I can't go to Connecticut. I have taxes to pay. She ended up paying for that. I have taxes to pay. I can't go on a honeymoon. Well, I'm paying for the honeymoon, dude. Okay.
You can't go on a honeymoon. I'm in a situation where I can't take time away from work. Already this week that I was away for be with my parents and for the wedding, already I had probably lost thousands of dollars that I would have made on the streams and the videos on YouTube. And that's money I need to pay my bills. And I'm not in a
that's why he was
situation
okay.
where I can take time away from work in a significant amount of time anytime soon. We're talking years now, probably before I'll be in a better financial position where maybe I could do that. Number two, and I said this very honestly, and this involves you guys.
You guys.
Okay? I said, I'll be honest.
You're the reason why I can't get a honeymoon, okay?
With you, right now, I posted up pictures of the wedding yesterday, and I can already see the 50-50 split of the way that people have reacted. You got the 50% of the people who like what I do and love me and trust in me and believe that even though I needed all this help with taxes, that I did not come out here and spend my own money and spend money on this trip. And then you got the other half of the people who just hate my guts and literally now are saying so many nasty things about Kat and I on our wedding day. And this is what I live with. This is the dichotomy that I live with in my life. This is
the dichotomy. Strangers on the internet, man.
Supporters and people who just hate my guts. And I said, now, can you imagine? Let's say even in a year's time, can you imagine if I tried to go on a honeymoon when I'm probably still in a financial position where I need help on streams, people to be supportive or whatever with their contributions and all of that. And all of a sudden, oh, by the way, even though you guys, you helped me out a lot with everything going on financially, I'm going to go on a vacation now. All expenses paid.
But if you think about this, though, he has done this every year. 2017, I have back taxes. I don't know how I'm gonna pay it off, man. 3 years of back taxes, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen. January 2018, my girlfriend's moving in, dude. She's moving in. Isn't that exciting? She's moving in. 2018, yeah, that was 2018. Yeah, and then 2019 was the Connecticut trip. So he kind of does that anyway, as it is. But okay.
Huh? That's.
And 2016, he did a staycation. Holy shit! 2016, he went on vacation. 2017, he flew in.
What?
Oh god.
What?
Re.
Thanks for the adult tip, Nay, for me. Re. It's pretty good. But he went for 4 years. He said he can't afford something. He does something that's a lot of money. He does it anyway. Okay.
Doesn't jive. And I honestly wouldn't feel in good faith. I wouldn't feel okay with going on a vacation with Kat, even if it was paid for, with the situation back home. Here's the thing. When I went to
but you felt okay with lying to your fans about being single and being depressed, and having a hard time living and talking to girls and shit. You're okay with that being a fucking thought? You're okay with that? Okay. That's your life.
Connecticut to see my parents. This is an important trip. Number one, we don't know what's going to happen with their health. At any moment, one of them could go, and then I'll never see them again. So this is a very important trip to spend time with them. Number two,
they could have died before he went to Connecticut. If them dying was such a big deal, he should have left last year.
This is our wedding. This is an opportunity for Kat and I to get married in a situation that's better than what we would have done here for ourselves, and to have a little bit of a special day where we can remember this for the rest of our lives. And doing it there made my parents so happy that they were there for my wedding. Are you kidding me? Like I said, my mom's been waiting for me to get married her whole life, and now finally, remember this for the rest of our lives. And doing it there made my parents so happy that they were there for my wedding. Are you kidding me? Like I said, my mom's been waiting for me to get married her whole life, and now finally, thank God, before
she was waiting,
she
man.
away, whenever that may be, knock on wood, hopefully not soon, I was there.
Wait, what?
So my mom's been waiting for me to get married her whole life, and now finally, thank God, before she passes away, whenever that may be, knock on wood, hopefully not soon, I was there to be married, and she saw it in person. Okay, she was so ecstatically happy. So I told her straight up front. I said, not possible.
Not possible.
Honeymoon can't. You can promise us this, and I probably will never be able to take it. Okay,
I can't possibly take it.
You know my financial situation, and basically I told her
To
about
tip me.
everything that's been going on here over the last few weeks. How I'd been doing multiple marathon streams, how much money I had raised, and based on
Multiple marathon streams, only two.
off of what my tax guy had told me, here's what's left. And then, by the way, the tax guy is going to bill me this much for doing my taxes. He's going to bill me this much to try to get me on the payment plan. I basically gave her all the financials of everything. All right? And, sitting there having this honest conversation, my mom said, well, here's the deal. She's like, I need you to commit to a fact that you're going to do some life changes in the short term and the long term. Because you can't
Here's
keep
the
going
deal.
like this. She looked at me and she's like, you're happy, but I can tell that you're running yourself ragged. I can tell that you are working yourself to the bone.
How can she tell this? He's fucking fat, he has tits, he's happy every day. How is he running himself ragged? He tells us every day that he's having fun. He loves it. He loves it here. He loves this. And we love it. Okay.
Cat as well. And
Why is Cat running herself ragged? She has a job. She can always move out. She has the flexibility, dude.
every time I call you, or every time we talk on the weekends, you tell me about how the whole week is work. You never tell me that you get to spend time with.
Every week is work. Is his mom literally fucking special? Like, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't really like to insult parents, but people work every fucking day. She's really? Oh, I can't believe, I can't believe, Phil, you're working every day. You're working week to week. Ah. Well, guess what, Mama Burnell? Everyone has a job. Everyone works. People get overworked all the fucking time. Like, how is his mom this, like, dumb? I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, really? Maybe she was phrasing it in a way Phil would agree with. I mean, she could say, like, I could see that you're stressed out and you're working really hard, like maybe more than what a normal person would work, which I don't even think she would say. Like, maybe it's like she could say that he's overworking, but he doesn't have bag under his eyes. He looks well fed. He's not like dieting. He has like nothing bad has happened that would be a symptom of overworking. I mean, there's articles and stories of people who overwork so hard that they end up being hospitalized. And that hasn't happened with DSP. He has not been hospitalized for being overworked. I mean, just look at him. He looks fucking fat. He looks so fucking fat. Oh, he was overworked, man. I mean, I don't know.
With Cat, because you don't, right? And
he doesn't have time to spend with Kat, then where's all this time coming from of watching animal shows with her? You don't spend much time with Kat. I watched this show with Kat about animals. They live in the same fucking house, they sleep in the same bed. Okay.
This is not the life that you're going to be able to live for your whole life. She's like, what are you going to do, when you're 50, 60 years old? And you think people are going to still want to tune into your stream all day long? I mean, yeah, maybe I could still do like a part-time stream, but no, who's going to want to sit watching a 60-year-old guy play video games?
There's literally an 80-year-old woman who streams. There might be another one, because there's one that I follow that does art and games. I think it's like her username is like something with an R. She does streams on Twitch. And there's another old lady that does streams on Twitch, and she's being in the new Elder Scrolls game. So, I mean, obviously there's a market for this. Now, the thing that's kind of dumb about this is that he could have... It's easy money to be old at this point and do streams. Like, it's a whole new market. But, okay.
All day, right? In addition to that, you're killing yourself.
No, I don't,
financially,
Mabel. Stop it.
because
That's
you have all
slander.
these situations going on with the finances behind the scenes. That, you're just running stream all day long. I mean, yeah, maybe I could still do like a part-time stream, but no, who's gonna want to sit watching a 60-year-old guy play video games all day, right? In addition to that, you're killing yourself financially because you have all these situations going on with the finances behind the scenes of everything. You're killing yourself to even make ends meet and pay your bills. How are you going to you can't. She's like, you've worked yourself to your limits. You can't keep going the way you're going. If you
Literally, every single detractor has been telling him that he needs to do other drastic changes because he can't. Because every begging vlog is, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. He could just and people are saying get a job. I'm not getting a job. I do this full time. I make more money doing streaming than a normal 9 to 5. Okay.
keep doing it, you're gonna have health problems. She says, look at us. Look at your
Look at us, who has normal jobs and has health problems. You're gonna get health problems too. Well, actually, you might get leg clots.
father and me. We
Re?
are at 60 years old and are having these health problems where we could go in any day. It's like, but you
60-year-old and they could die at any day. Okay.
are in your 30s and you're telling us the stress and shit you're putting up with. And she even said to me, she says, you don't have to justify yourself to anyone. She says, just understand that. You choose to do it. She's like, the work you're in, being
You don't have to justify yourself to anyone. Okay.
a public persona, you choose to force yourself to justify to thousands of people. She says, you should have been able to come out here to Connecticut, have a nice week with your wife, get married, and go home and not have to do a special event when you go home to explain the situation.
Then why did you do the special event?
And
I mean, this is stuff that is not even like he has to do it. No one expects him to do this podcast. I don't think anyone was expecting this fucking podcast at all until he started hyping it up. He literally told us, I'm gonna do a podcast. He decided to do it. But it's our fault. We're making him do it, guys. How dare us? Okay, yeah, blame us for him deciding to do stuff. And the things like you have to justify. Well, maybe he shouldn't be fucking being an idiot online then. Maybe he shouldn't make his financial responsibilities our responsibilities. Like he tells us that he's overdrafting his bank account. He's doing this. He's doing that. Like maybe if he didn't expect us to cover that shit, maybe people won't care that he goes to Connecticut. But okay.
and people, oh, they're scamming these assholes being shitheads on top of you. She's like, none of that should happen. That's fucked up.
What about Tim Schafer? Now think how dumb this is. So he complains about Tim Schafer for taking money for Broken Age. And he's like, oh, well, he needs to justify the money that he gets for these games. He needs to tell us that the money is going to the game. But then, when people say that, well, DSB is scamming money, he's taking money for Project 7, he's taking money for this, taking money for that, I shouldn't have to be able to justify, I shouldn't be expected to justify myself to you guys. I'm only getting paid to do this as a job, and I want you guys to pay my bills and my taxes and my overdraft fees, but you need to be okay that I'm going to do whatever I want with your money. Tim Schafer is a fucking thief. He stole our money. He stole the money to make this game. It's bullshit. But you're not going to think about Tim Schafer? Wow, Phil, that's fucked up.
That's a messed up life to have. And, and you're in a situation where you have to do, why? Who are these kids who are making fun of you on the internet?
Who are these
that
kids?
Now they can actually...
Well, Bernal, you always come to me. I mean, I live in the same state.
concretely negatively affect your business. What kind of a life is this that you live? I said, Mom, you're right.
You're right.
This is a situation that when I started.
You're right. I gave attention to the trolls and now they have a presence with me. Man, it's almost like maybe you should ignore the trolls.
Into it, 10 years ago. I never thought that this is where I would be. I didn't.
He literally spends more time talking to detractors than his own fans. Think about that. That's why the detractors have more of a presence with his stuff and all that is because he talks to them more. When someone's a fan, fuck him. Nah, I'm not gonna address them. He like goes out of his way to have interactions with his haters, which makes no sense, but okay.
It was a hobby. It was a joke. I didn't know I would lose my office job. I didn't know that I would have to try to flip YouTube.
So he lost his office job. But what made him not look for another office job though? Like that doesn't really. And the more I think about it, the less sense it makes. Because if it was laid off for like financial problems, like oh we can't afford to keep you employed, so we're gonna lay you off. Then he can still get another job. Like he can still use that company as a reference and all that shit. If he was fired for something else, well, he might not be able to get another job then. It's kind of suspicious. Like it's just odd to me that he just didn't want to apply to another job. Instead, he decided to stick with YouTube, but he didn't want to get another office job. Okay.
YouTube into a living, and then YouTube would fall through a million times and all that. So
you didn't think that was possible at all? Like, dude, when I was doing YouTube videos, like it was around the time that channel started getting monetized, I knew immediately that this isn't a stable job. People who fucking work in doing YouTube videos would tell you that. Like, I mean, look at Mega64. I keep bringing them up. You don't have to deal with it, okay? I'm a fan. Hello. But anyways, when they started, they didn't just do YouTube immediately. They had part-time jobs. They had other jobs to support them. And then, after years of grinding away, making videos and getting promotions and deals with other companies, they were able to make it a full-time job. But they would tell you that it had to do with luck as well, but it was also stuff that they worked hard on, and they tried to make that job work. DSP just kind of went into it immediately without thinking that it might not be secure. Like everyone knows it's not secure, so it's kind of naive to assume that it's okay, but whatever.
Essentially, we had this very long and important conversation. Okay.
Okay.
And where it ended up was a few things. The first is I realized, guys, I can't do this forever. I know that. And by the way, don't worry. It doesn't mean I'm quitting doing this anytime soon.
Hold on, I want that face.
Where it ended up was a few things. The first is I realized, guys, I can't do this forever. I know that. Very long and wait, don't worry. It doesn't mean I'm quitting. Okay. And where it ended up was a few things. The first is I realized, guys, I can't do this.
I can't do this face.
This forever. I know that. And by the way, don't worry. It doesn't mean I'm quitting doing this anytime soon. I love it. But I know realistically, how long can I do this? I can't.
But I thought you loved doing this though. For a guy that loves doing this, he knows that he can't do it forever. These are real gamer guys.
Do this forever. She has a point. What could I do? Maybe another 10 years?
10 years.
15 tops? Would people care when I'm 50 years old playing fucking video games? You know what I mean? And not to say that I couldn't try to diversify.
But you know what's kind of also suspicious about this? You notice he's been throwing away like, 50. Like, he's throwing out years that he would be like 50s, 60s in that age range. And usually, technically, that's the years around retirement age. Odd that he wants to work less around the ages of retirement. Which, I mean, now technically the age of retirement has kind of moved up insanely high, but it is what it is. I mean, it's kind of odd that he's already planning on not doing the things he loves. Okay.
And do other things with my streaming. But I certainly don't think that it's going to be something people are going to want to tune into when I'm an older dude. This is a younger generation.
then how come you have old ladies that stream on Twitch that get a lot of views? Like I love it because like I think even the week before this video he mentioned that old lady that was gonna be in Elder Scrolls. This old lady streamer, and he shits on her for whatever reason. And then says this and doesn't realize that, oh shit, there is people in their 80s that are streaming on Twitch and people care about. No. Immediately, no one's gonna care when I'm 50. No, man. No, when I'm 60. No, dude, they're not gonna care. Okay.
You know, they're not going to want to see me doing that stuff when I'm older. So in reality, what she's basically saying is that I need to not quit what I do, but I do in the long term need to figure out what else am I going to do. And she's right. I agree with
I
her.
like how she's right. Now, of course, you say, well, GSP, that's what the detractors were saying. He would go with, well, no, the detractors said I should get a job right now and quit streaming. And that's not what she said. She said that I should look for a job in the future and to do this as well. But, like, there are detractors, like, that, like, I said this before, that he could get a job and do this at the same time. Maybe he should look for other ways if he can't get enough money from streaming. But no, I'm a fucking detractor. I'm an idiot. So this kind of, he might reiterate the point, but I'll say it now before I forget. But guys, I got an idea. I got a big one. So if you want him to upgrade his face cam, want him to do 720 or 1080p face cam, green screen, you have to contact his mom. You have to tell his mom, DSP mom, DSP needs 1080p face cam and he needs green screen. He needs to do these things for his Twitch streams. And then she's gonna tell him that, and he's gonna be like, shit, you're right, dude. There you go. That's the key. That's the key to success. You have to direct all your criticisms to DSP's mom for him to actually change. Makes a lot of sense.
After thinking about it, being completely honest with everyone, what I need to kind of do is get myself to a financial situation where I don't have to work all day on stream. Maybe where I can do like.
He wants to work less. He gets paid a lot of money to do this, by the way, but he wants to work less at a job that pays a lot. You know, if I made a lot of money doing something, I probably wouldn't want to do it for the rest of my life. And it's something that's kind of funny because I kind of talked to my mom about this. Are you fucking kidding me? Hold up. Hello? It was no one. But yeah, it's funny because I talk about I was talking about, like, my mom was talking to me about this, saying like how she loves working, she loves going to work, and she doesn't really want to stop working because she enjoys what she does. And it's like, is that an cicada? It's Kojima Productions. Fox. Don't fucking slander it. Kojima had this logo first, okay? Hideo Kojima, the original man. Don't be bringing up them. This isn't what this is. This is just a Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero's hoodie, okay? It even has the name of the game in the back. If I can't show you because I have to take the whole thing off. Come on. Okay, so you don't have to burn it in a fire. No, I don't.
Finances are in a situation where now I don't owe so much that I have to literally make a real situation where I don't have to work all day on stream. Maybe where I can do like, all right, my finances are in a situation where now I don't owe so much that I have to literally make a ridiculous amount of money to pay the minimum payments on everything. And so that way I can stream less and I can maybe go get a job that's an entry-level job that pays less than what I make streaming, but it won't matter because I won't owe all this debt to everyone and I won't need to make that much money anymore. You see what I mean? But that's not a short-term thing. There's no overnight fix to you owe less money to the world. You see what I mean? Um,
Man, it's almost like if you listen to... Oh my god, everyone's contacting me, dude. Dude, if you hold L2... Okay. Okay. um... Yeah, if he listened to what detractors were telling him to do for years, he could have set up all these like long-term fixes. But okay.
something that's going to come in time, where maybe, you know, again, maybe within 10 years, I can fix things financially behind the scenes where I'm not bleeding every month financially. And I can stream less, and I can go get another job and balance my life with that. And not to say, again, I don't want to quit doing this. I will do this as long as it's within my power, guys.
I like how this is how he does the finger point. Not this. This. What is this? What the fuck is this?
I will stream and share my daily gameplay and just fun experiences and interactions with you guys as long as I can, as long as people care. But nothing's forever. Nothing lasts forever. And my mom's right.
Nothing,
like, you know, you're gonna
nothing lasts forever. Oh, I don't know, Phil. I mean, Apple lasted forever.
our age. How are you going to be fucking doing this at 60? Look at us.
Dude, you're sitting down in a fucking love seat. His parents have like legit jobs that require motion and walking around, standing up, doing all this like all these tasks. All he does is sit on a couch all day. Really? If he's 6 years old, he can't sit down anymore. What is gonna happen? Is he gonna like fucking? Is his knees gonna pop? Okay.
Us. We could barely move, and you're going to be doing this at 60 or out of your mind. And she's right.
Dude, is his parents like not? Oh my god, what? No, people in their 60s aren't like fucking immobile people. They're still pretty active. Usually, like your motion grinds to a halt when you're like in maybe 70s, 80s, and 90s mostly. 60s, I mean, people can still drive around and do shit. Okay, whatever. This
So
is
basically,
so
I think
dumb.
that's what it's going to be. Is in the next 10 years or so, once I finally get myself in a situation where financially it's not so bad, I'm going to look to get another job of some sort. And you know, it's going to be work because I've been out of the job market for 10 years almost. And it's going to be probably a...
Man, it's almost like he should have gotten a job before he became big on YouTube. No, I'm a detractor. That's dumb. Never mind.
another 10 years?
10 years?
You know what I mean? Before I can make those changes, but I'm going to have to. Okay? The other thing is, and my mom's absolutely right, she says, you just can't keep doing what you're doing anymore. Like, if you literally cannot pay your bills, something's got to give. So, as afraid as I am of I
like how he says something's got to give, man. He told us that speech many times, and I never knew what that meant. Something's got to give, like what? Huh?
if I don't pay a certain thing, I'll ruin my credit or whatever, right? At this point, there's no alternative. You know what I mean? Like, basically, Kat and I sat down this week and talked a lot. And we were like, if I can't pay these taxes and we have to sell the house, what happens? Well, number one, we have to get another place, and my credit's not good. It's not. My credit's bad because I have so much outstanding debt. I doubt I would even qualify.
Couldn't Kat be the one to... My did's so bad. Why can't Kat buy the apartment then? Why can't Kat do it? Why does DSB have to do it? Kat could do it. She has a job. Okay.
A background check or whatever to get an apartment, or I definitely can't buy another house. No one's gonna finance a mortgage for me, so it would have to be renting. And
What
I don't
about
even know if I
Kat?
can pass the renter's pack because my credit sucks.
What about Kat's credit? What about her credit, Phil? She can't. She doesn't make enough. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe what could happen is that I don't know. I don't fucking know how it works. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Feasibly, how would I move? I don't have money for it. I don't have money to move my stuff. I don't have time. I have to work my ass off to make minimum payments on everything. How am I gonna have time to move? You know, that's a lot of work, finding a real estate agent.
Again, if he wanted to really move, he should have started that process years ago, then, or whatever. I mean, like, come on. Come on.
We're renovating the house.
And it's always this, like, well, if I have to do this, I'll have to do this, okay, man? I saw it overnight, man. Okay, why don't you do it next year? I can't, man.
So it's ready for sale, selling all the shit in the house. I have no time to do any of it. Cat's working too. We don't have time, okay? So the reality of it is this. The reality of it is this. I have to make concrete changes that will ruin my credit in order to save the situation. I cannot leave this house, period. This house is where I work.
Oh, wow, of course he's not gonna leave the house. Man, it's almost like the house was never in jeopardy of being sold. I'm surprised too, guys. I know. Shocking. This is a shocking revelation.
This house is where the business is that makes me money. And this is the primary concern, is keeping this house, because if I lose this house, okay, then that means that I can't work, okay? I might not be able to get the internet I need to stream every day. I might not be able to do the work that I do in an office setting that's this quality, okay?
What quality is this? 480p camera?
It's just simple. As of
Okay.
now, my primary focus is this house and paying this mortgage and keeping the electricity and all that on. And whether that means that my credit gets permanently destroyed because I'm not paying the mortgage in Connecticut, or I'm not paying credit cards, or whatever it may be, so be it, because this is the important thing. And eventually what's going to happen, depending on what happens, how much I can afford and the like, is probably eventually that condo that I have in Connecticut that's a money pit that I can't get rid of and I can't rent and I can't sell, they're going to get foreclosed. They're going to foreclose on it and take it out of my name. And that's going to be a tremendous financial burden off of me. It's going to be at the expense of my credit. But at this point, I don't see another way out. The other thing with the credit cards is I know that with certain credit card companies, you can call and negotiate and say, listen, I'm in a bad financial position right now. I'm just in dire straits. I have a ridiculous amount of back taxes I owe the federal government and that I can't pay them. So obviously I can't pay you anymore.
How come he was able to pay the 3 years of back taxes in 1 year, but the 1 year of back taxes is some colossal amount? I don't know.
Because if I don't pay the back taxes, they're just going to start taking my money, and you're going to get nothing. So what I need to do is negotiate with these credit card companies and say, I can pay half of what you actually want, but you have to lower my interest rates to make that affordable, so that the card doesn't just keep racking up and never get paid down. So basically, I have to do all this stuff. I have to.
But why couldn't he do this stuff earlier, though? Why didn't he want to negotiate with his credit card companies before? Why did he wait this long? But okay.
Abandon a property in Connecticut. I have to negotiate with credit card companies, and this is going to permanently fuck my credit up. Like, I know, because I used to work for a finance company, Wells Fargo, where we would try to give mortgages and refinances, and if you had foreclosure on someone's credit report, you can't even talk to them for like 10 years. After 10 years, maybe we'll consider talking to you again. You got foreclosure, can't talk to you, okay? And I don't know if I negotiate with credit card companies, I don't know if they're going to report that on my credit report as, oh, he's not paying, or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's defaulting on the minimum payments or whatever. Because they might say on paper, okay, we won't harass you if you pay this much. That doesn't mean they're not going to report that to the credit agency as he's not paying the minimum.
Oh my god, who's calling me? It better be a good reason, god damn it. Hello? Hello? Of course, it was someone from tech support that wanted to make sure my Windows computer is working, because you know me, I'm the Windows guy. I have Windows. Yep, that's me, Mr. Windows.
Expected of him, okay? Whatever, because credit card companies, I don't know if they're going to report that on my credit report as, oh, he's not paying, or
Well, if you're not paying for the property, you're not paying.
know what I mean? Like, oh,
What? So they shouldn't report that? You're not paying. They're gonna have to report that, buddy.
he's defaulting on the minimum payments or whatever, because they might say on paper, okay, we won't harass you if you pay this much. That doesn't mean they're not going to report that to the credit agency as he's not paying the minimum expected of him. Okay.
But that's what you're doing. You're not paying the minimum that you're expected.
So at this point, that's really what I have to do, and I committed to my mother that I'm doing it. I said, I will commit to you, Mom, that I'm going to do this.
I'm committing to you, Mom.
There's no way to pay everything anymore. And, I now have a wife. We
have
have
a wife
together. You know what I mean?
You know?
And we have to make these changes because we can't keep going this way until something goes wrong. I was so afraid this year of losing my house because I thought I'm going to have to sell my house to pay my taxes. I realized I can't sell my house.
I can't sell my house. No. Dude, I don't know why I was threatening my house to you guys. I can't sell it. No, man. I love this house. Ugh. My parents should be the ones to sell their house. They're stupid. They should leave their house. I can't leave this house. I can't leave. They can't leave their house anytime, though, obviously.
I can't work. This is the place I have to keep. Everything else goes to shit. This is the place.
So does that mean that 3 years of saying you might have to sell the house was a meme? Man, I never would have guessed that the save the house meme was a meme. This shocks me.
I have to fucking keep. Okay? So, after this long... this was hours. This conversation was hours. Alright? After this long conversation with my parents, finally, basically my mom said, well, since you can't go on the honeymoon, how much do you need to get on this payment plan for these taxes and basically not get completely screwed over? I told her. She gave me the money. So...
I told her, she gave me the money. Thanks guys. Thanks, paypigs.
How much do you need?
I love how, there's no... I love that he was bullshit build-up for dumb shit, but this gets no build-up, just gets thrown out there, then just moved on from.
To get on this payment plan for these taxes and basically not get completely screwed over. I told her. She gave me the money.
She gave me the money, and he still looks ungrateful. He still looks ungrateful about it.
So, essentially,
wow.
The reason that right now I'm going to be able to get on a payment plan is because you guys supported the shit out of me for the past month with these marathons.
He made $2,000 in those marathons combined. He made 1,000 the first one, 1,000 the second one, and he's telling us that his fans supported him a lot. No. And the other thing is that's kind of bullshit for the mom, because the mom's paid 90% of the of what he wanted, and they paid 10% of what he needed, and he's giving all the credit to his fans. Yeah, my mom gave me 90% of the money I need, but fuck that. You guys paid the most with your 10%. Wow.
Combined with the money that my mom was able to afford. Now, here's the thing. This money came with conditions. She said,
now, let's find out what these conditions are, dude.
Your dad and I are old. We can't work anymore. He said, we got to retire. This is it.
So the condition is that they're going to retire. Okay.
We can't do anything else. We can't help you if this happens again. So you have to commit to doing what you're saying you're going to do.
Oh, that's the condition. They're not going to bail him out again. Okay.
Because if you don't, we have nothing else. This is it. This is the end of it, This is the end all be all.
Dude, he must... you know what? It's making more sense that his parents gave him non-stop ultimatum. Why DSP gives us ultimatums all the time. His parents keep giving him ultimatums. Phil, this is the last time we're bailing you out. After this, you're on your own, okay? Okay? We can't do this anymore. Okay. So, I guess the old talking vlogs. They do pre-streams with each other. They do pre-streams, emergency vlogs, if they have something serious to say. Well, hello everyone, welcome to this important vlog, Phil, my son. I got a call from the school today saying that you're being mean to tell Sally and Phil, you can't be doing that anymore because then that would mean that you can't go to school anymore, and you need to go to school. They do like fucking vlogs.
So the situation is, she gave me enough money to qualify for the payment plan. Now, she didn't pay the taxes. Fuck no. She doesn't have enough money to pay $17,000 in back taxes. She gave me enough money that combined with what she gave me, combined with what you guys gave me, all right, is enough to now pay the government, and my tax attorney will work with the government to qualify for the payment plan. All right? So,
wow,
essentially,
cool.
I am still going to have to try to make a lot of money because I'm going to have an additional new payment coming out of nowhere now. I don't even know what it's going to be.
Now, he hated the payment plan, then he was thirsty for it, and now he's like, I don't know if I'll be able to make the money, man. I don't know.
I was assuming probably $500 to $1,000 a month, but it depends on what the terms they give me for this payment plan. And what I'm going to have to do is, like I said, number one...
And what's also funny now is that if you ask about the taxes now, it's done. It's over, man. And I'm sitting there, I'm wondering to myself, how are the taxes over with if he's on a payment plan to pay for the taxes? How is it over if he has a payment plan that he has to pay every month? Okay.
Condo in Connecticut, just don't pay it anymore till they foreclose. That's money in my pocket. And number two, make negotiations with all my credit card companies to pay like half. Because if I could pay half of what I'm paying now, that's a lot of money in my pocket. And between those two, I should be making enough to not only pay all my bills that I absolutely need to pay to keep the business going and keep this house, but also enough to pay my taxes. All right? That's the deal, everybody. That's what's going on.
Okay, so the conditions for the money was he can't ask them for any more money, and to not pay for the condo. Okay, those are pretty lax conditions that he could just not follow up on, but okay.
So the good news is this house is not at risk right now anymore because of the changes that I'm going to make and the fact that both you guys and my mom helped me out. We're out of the water for the short term. Long term, who fucking knows what's going to happen? Because it seems like every time I get to this situation and something's going right, something creeps the fuck up.
How is he out of it, though? Because he has to fucking pay a payment plan every month. This doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Under the rug, or crawls out of the toilet, or shoots out of a monkey's ass at me and hits me. I mean, so many things have happened over the years with bullshit. And it's terrible, the stuff that's happened, but, you know...
what can I do?
It's very simple. It has to happen. You know what I mean? It has to happen. So
this is another thing that people told him to do. They told him to take the L on the condo. He also hinted at that like 2 years ago. Like, because I think someone cheered and asked him, "Why don't you just foreclose on the property? Just don't stop paying." I can't pay it. I need my credit, man. I need to keep my credit, but he doesn't deserve good credit, as Tevin said. Like, people told him to just take the L on that condo for years, but okay.
That's what I'm doing. And that has to start this week. You know, as early as this week, I'm going to contact my mortgage company for that condo in Connecticut and tell them that's it. You know, 2 years ago, I tried to short sell my condo in Connecticut and they denied me. Say, it's your fault. I gave you a chance. 2 years ago, I told you I was serious. I didn't have money for this stuff. You denied me, and now here we are 2 years later, and I owe $17,000 in back taxes that I didn't pay, so you're fucked. You're not getting any more money from me. So you can either just foreclose now and get the property immediately so you could sell it again and make money, or you could take 2 years and waste your time, but either way, I'm not paying you any more money. So I got to do that this week at some point.
Is he gonna say it just like that? I don't know.
And, you know, my mom talked a lot of sense into me. I agree with her. It's just something that...
But I like how like, if they foreclose on it, the bank kind of gets their money out of it. Like, they get stuff out of it. But he wanted to short sell it so he could get money out of it. But since he can't get money out of it, fuck you. Okay.
Eventually, inevitably, what I'm hoping to happen here is... let's say within 10 years, it has to be a 10-year transition, my credit gets ruined But I'm now, because I'm not paying the crazy credit card payments anymore. I'm not paying for this black hole condo in Connecticut. That money goes towards taxes and pays my basic bills. And now things finally start to go down.
I'm glad Basic Bill returned. I'm very happy he's back.
Let's say in 10 years now, I don't have to do full-time streaming anymore, and I could go look for a job, and I could balance that with the streaming until eventually we phase out, and I'm in a position where I'm healthy and I'm not overworking myself.
And I don't have to do any streams anymore.
I don't know how it's going to go. You know, I'm sure there's going to be more ups and downs along the way, but that's the plan. This trip to Connecticut was literally, in more ways than just the marriage, was a life-changing experience for me. Okay?
Life-changing experiences. Getting told everything that people said I should be doing through my mom. Life-changing.
All right. So, boom. That was Thursday. We went back home. Kat and I, we slept probably the best sleep we've had in a long time because we realized, at least for the short term, we were okay. Friday, we woke up. We got the breakfast.
Oh my god. Okay.
Down in the hotel. The final breakfast. She got waffles and everything. Jumped in the car and drove to my parents' house. Actually, on the way to my parents' house, we went to Petco one last time because Kat really liked those condor birds we played with. We played with them again. Then we went to my parents' house and spent a little bit of time there.
Can we go to the condors, Phil? Please? I really want to see the condors.
My dad and I drove to the car dealership, dropped off the car. My dad tried as hard as he could not to punch the guy in the face for charging him for the insurance, the car insurance, even though we didn't need to legally get it, and he told me we did.
Well, isn't it always better to get car insurance, though, for a rental? But okay.
And went back home, spent a little bit more time with my parents, said our goodbyes. Our ride arrived, and picked us up around 1 p.m., drove us to the airport in New York, and we got on a plane. The plane was actually a JetBlue plane this time around. And so before we got on the plane in JFK, we got some food. I ended up getting a sandwich that was boar's head. It was like roast beef with mozzarella and grilled onions and horseradish. And Kat ended up getting this Italian sandwich that was like chicken,
bullshit, like
salami,
in Washington,
sun-dried tomatoes, some kind of a sauce. My sandwich was bland as shit. Her sandwich was amazing. So I ate some of her sandwich too because I was so jealous because her sandwich was fucking good.
Wow. Great husband. He ate your sandwich, dude. Take that, Cat.
Jumped on JetBlue, and took a flight
Look,
home.
Cat, my
JetBlue
sandwich.
has free internet.
You know, it's kind of reminiscent of the sandwich story with Leanna. That was kind of like stretched, I guess, because like she didn't want the sandwich, so DSP ate the sandwich that Leanna didn't want in that story. Here, Cat was eating the sandwich and DSP just fucking ate it. Yeah. Well, his girlfriend's gotta hide the sandwiches, dude. He's a sandwich monster. Phil, this is my sandwich. What are you talking about, Cat? My sandwich. This is my state, okay?
Like Delta, but their internet sucks. Their internet's slow as shit. Very, very poor quality. And sadly, disconnected a ton while I was trying to do our stuff on the way home. The flight home was terrible. There was turbulence, and there was a baby crying the entire fucking time. And the flight back to Seattle was...
Oh god, guys, a baby on a plane. I actually had a baby on a plane before. It does kind of suck, but you kind of deal with it. And usually the babies do stop eventually.
It was much longer. It was a 7-hour flight. And it was a nightmare. It was one of the worst flights I've ever been on because the baby wouldn't shut the fuck up. And it was just cramped as shit.
Oh,
we didn't get our own section on the plane back. We had to be in a row. So I was crammed. And it was not a pleasant flight back.
Oh no, you were crammed? Oh. Man,
basically,
he was crammed, dude.
Basically, finally, when we got back off the plane, we got a taxi cab from the airport in Seattle back.
I thought I said attacked. I was like, what?
$37. And I was like, wait, what? The taxi that I took from my place to the airport was $30. Why is this one $37? $37 for a 15-minute fucking taxi ride. So we come home, we look, and there's a stack of mail, ginormous, like this high stack of mail on our countertop because Kat's friend have been checking our mail every day. As I told you, we get so much junk mail from detractors who signed us up for stuff that our mail is full every day. So
that
we
he
get
still
like
doesn't
5
sign
to
himself
6
off of.
mailboxes full of mail. Our whole counter covered in junk mail. Okay, so we're looking around the house. Everything looks good. Everything looks fine. Everything it turned out well. Nothing happened. You know, the place didn't burn down. This is good. So
I would have burned down.
I said,
and
all right.
whatever.
So we're grabbing. We had trash and stuff on. We take the trash. I go into the garage. I open the trash can. Put it in. I turn and look at the car. The car has a fucking flat tire. And I don't mean the tire's low. The tire's flat. It has no air in it at all.
How did Cat go to work? Oh,
what?
shit.
We didn't even drive. How the fuck did this happen? Cat had not worked since the Thursday before our trip. No, excuse me. The Friday before our trip. So that was April 5th. How the fuck did the car tire get flat?
Didn't they have a day off on Thursday? Hold on, I'm gonna find out. Let's see. Let's go to Twitter. Media. We're gonna have to scroll for a while, guys. What the fuck? Can't wait for a fun session of Sekiro today. Surely I won't rage at how. Oh God. Big birthday bash was Friday. Oh, it was Wednesday. Okay, never mind. Never mind. But I guess that's weird though, because then she had like a day off on Wednesday, and then she worked on Thursday, then was off on Friday. Okay.
So the thing was, we were very hungry. I was actually I was about to leave to get us like just fast food quick. So
Fast
I had
food.
to fucking get an automatic tire pump. You plug into the car's lighter. I pump the tire up. I go get us food. I come back. I test it. Half the air of the tire's out again. So this thing must have a serious fucking leak. So I'm not gonna give you guys the full story of ins and outs of. One day this week I may have to get this tire fixed because the bottom line is I don't know what's up with this leak. It's not as bad as at first I thought it was, because yesterday we went out for the day to restock the house and do all these things we needed to do now that we're back for the trip.
How is it
and
not?
When we came back home, it wasn't low again, and I'm like, how could it have lost all of its air while we were gone, and then lose air again when I went to get food Friday night, but then we were out all day Saturday and it lost no air? It doesn't even make any fucking sense. I don't understand this.
Okay.
I don't know. So anyway,
Did you find out what was wrong with it? Someone should ask him that.
that's the deal. That was the trip. All questions answered, guys. Literally, I think I've covered everything now. Everything you've heard from the assholes who talk shit about me and say I'm a scammer is complete lies. None of it's true.
Complete lies. No proof in this video at all, other than what he said. But his word means shit when he lied to us many times in the past. So I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe, TBH.
Everything during this trip was paid for by my parents, including they made up the rest of the money that was needed to get me on this payment plan for the back taxes. And basically moving forward, I am going to keep working my butt off for you guys. We're going to keep doing fun streams every day.
Every day.
Being positive. And
Being
fun
positive?
and happy.
Happy?
And my
I like how he doesn't sound very sure about being happy.
I am going to keep working my butt off for you guys. We're going to keep doing fun streams every day.
Every day?
And being positive.
Positive?
And fun. And happy.
Fun? Happy?
And my plan is to make life changes behind the scenes that will not affect any of you. You're not going to care about what I'm paying and what I'm not paying behind the scenes. But
yeah, you're not going to pay unless I tell you should care, because then you have to cover it. Because that's how it works. How should they not care? What?
I'm staying in this house no matter what. This is the thing that gets paid no matter what. But everything else is going to go to hell. My credit's going to get ruined. There's nothing I can do about it. And
nothing I can do.
The long-term plan is I can pay down the things that I do owe that I can't get out of my name. Like the house, when it's foreclosed on, that's not my problem anymore. But credit cards and stuff, they're not going to just go away. So hopefully, I can pay off enough and pay it down enough that eventually I can get another job. All right, and not to say that I'm going to quit streaming. I'm not, but maybe balance another job with this long term. Again, this is 5
This is
years
like
down the road.
this is literally the inverse of how people start up on YouTube go. Usually, it's they do the stream, the videos, while running a part-time job, and then they become a full-time streamer, whatever. But DSP is he's like doing the reverse of being a purely internet content creator, then getting a part-time job. Very nice.
More than likely, because my credit is going to be ruined and I have to pay things down over time. But that's kind of the long-term plan. Is I realize now I want to do this as long as I can, but I can't do it forever. My mom's right. She's looking at me. She's like, you're so stressed. Your life.
Oh yeah, he's so stressed. That's why he looks plump in the face. He has tits growing. He laughs at the detractors. He makes a lot of money. He makes more money, dude. He makes good money.
Is fucked. You should be going out on. You can't even go on a honeymoon that I want to pay for you to go on with your.
You can't relax all the time, dude. Everyone on our planet gets to be lazy and sleep in and have a childish idea of what adult life is, but you don't, man. You have to work. Awful experience, dude.
With your new wife because of the life that you're in. So you gotta get out of it. And she's right.
You're right. I gotta get out of this life I love.
Let's do some shout outs.
I thought you loved this. I thought this made you happy.
Okay. So Fire 7672 subscribed for 2 months.
I don't know if he's gonna get sued though. I have a feeling that's not gonna happen.
And subscribe for 7 months. Says great job, best wishes. Use the hate to fuel yourself to keep pushing yourself. And Cat Bentboxer tipped the dollars. Does a cat wear turtlenecks? No, she doesn't. It's a stupid question. Shadow King subscribed for 15 months. Thank you, Shadow King. Xbox One is garbage. Tipped $1 and says, Phil, my withdrawals are at an end. A lot happened to me while you were away. I got fired, got arrested. Then I got a great job building docks, making $1,000 a week. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, then. Sounds good. That's a big improvement. Tommy Provolone did 1,000 building docks, making $1,000 a week. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, then. Sounds good. That's a big improvement. Tommy Provolone did 1,000.
He went to jail.
Excuse me. He says your wedding. So my friend Anthony Baloney's wedding with Hannah Prosciutto. He's now naming meats. With so many authentic Italian foods and a marathon of the Jersey Shore. It's a joke. T-Dub subscribed for 7 months. He says, I find it funny. These people who probably have never been married know how much it costs to get married. I legit had a small wedding for like less than $200.
Wait, what?
It's a joke. T-Dub subscribed for 7 months. He says, I find it funny. These people who probably have never been married know how much it costs to get married. I legit had a small wedding for like less than $200. Yeah, the one necessary expense to get married is the marriage license, which costs $50. Everything else, like Justice of the Peace, could be free, but of course you're expected to kind of give them a little something. You don't need a venue. You don't need anything. The band, you could have your wedding band passed down through the family. I easily could have,
But you didn't do that though. You bought the ring.
Gotten something for my dad. It's all bullshit.
I could have gotten a ring for free, but I decided to buy for 2 rings, dude.
It was so hilarious when I posted up that we were married. You see, Phil scammed his fans for that tax money because it cost at least $2,000.
I like how he's struggling to do this.
$2 for a wedding, so that's what Phil did.
Yeah, $2,000. I thought it was $1,000. Now it's $2,000. What?
And I just hope after now.
And that's literally not what people were saying about you scamming your fans, though. But okay, whatever.
Now that I've done this podcast and now I feel better, I got everything off my chest.
He doesn't, he still doesn't understand. He literally fucking told his fans he cannot consider getting married without getting out of debt. He literally forgets he said that, and he doesn't understand the implication that has with him getting married. Okay.
You guys the full story of everything. I certainly hope that you guys understand the full situation, and that some of you will be like, okay, makes sense.
Okay.
And not that you jump off, you drink the Kool-Aid, and you jump off the cliff with the rest of these fucking lemmings who
Poor Lord Lamb. He jumped off the cliff, dude.
losing their fucking minds over nonsense. It's just
Yeah, I lost my
insanity.
mind.
It's absolute fucking insanity, the things that they believe, that they're that dumb. They're that gullible.
They're that
they
dumb.
believe this crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
The
Fuck
bottom
you.
line is, if you believe it, it's because you want to. Because there's no evidence to the contrary, because I just told you the 100%.
You believe it because you want to. There's no evidence. There's also no evidence that your mom paid for the trip either. There's no evidence on either side of this debate, buddy.
Truth. So there can't be evidence to the contrary.
It's okay,
You
what
just
if I had a
believe
field
what
day
you
with
want
this
with no
video?
evidence, blind faith, craziness, and I cannot win you over. I never will, because that's insanity, and insanity is for sheep. Okay.
Insanity is for sheep. Oh, sheep are like the meme with sheep is that y'all work. You think the same thing, but insanity doesn't work with sheep. They usually are individuals and shit. Oh, whatever.
Xbox One is garbage. Subscribed. Said, did you jump in the pen to get a better view of the Tigers? No, I don't think they would have allowed that or liked that very much. Omnipotent, Mr. Dr. Profusi Charity says, would you now you consider yourself the most authentic of Italians? No, even though cuisine is authentic for me like nothing else is. J-Dog 2009 did a 300-bit series.
I don't consider myself
the wrong way. I'm glad your mom helped you understand you need Italians. No, better view of the Tigers. No, I don't think they would have allowed that or liked that very much. Omnipotent, Mr. Dr. Profusi Charity says, would you now you consider yourself the most authentic of Italians? No.
You consider yourself authentic of Italians. He doesn't consider himself an authentic Italian.
Even though cuisine is authentic for me like nothing else
The cuisine is authentic for him.
is. J-Dog 2009 did a
Okay.
300-bit series. I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way. I'm glad your mom helped you understand you need an exit strategy from streaming. While I enjoy your content, I look forward to the day you...
Oh boy, Big Boy Abides, my favorite person. Even if you end up with a non-streaming job, etc., you will still do this at least part-time if you still have a fan base, or just to blow off stress and game for you itself. Then okay.
You could step away from full-time streaming and enter the next stage of your career path. I agree with you, and really, in reality, it'll be the next stage of my life, you know, where I can spend more time with Kat and do that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Frogs playing golf. Charity says the house is saved. Scrupula resub.
The house is saved.
Here's hoping this helps a bit. Thank you, Scrupula. Nothing but a fan. Resubscribe for 2 months. Said nice. Big Hulk Hogan balls. Tip me $2. Says I'll watch you till you're 100. That's a promise here for you, DLSP. Also, are you scared or nervous of getting older? I am, and I'm almost 28 in a couple of days. Sure, we all are. I'll be honest with you guys. The last few years, I've noticed a few changes in things with my body, and you get a little scared about that shit.
I love that he's talking about puberty. The guy said, I'm 28, I'm getting scared of getting old. Well, we all get scared, man, but it's okay. Things change. Our body is natural. We grow naturally. Okay.
But then you find out, you look into it, and you're like, it's perfectly natural. When you get older, things happen.
Things
So
happen.
you don't freak out. And, you
That's
know,
not what he said, though.
that's life. You get older. June Wynn subscribed for 19 months. Thank you, June Wynn. Ren Jesse James cheered. He says, if you need a new tire and you have time to wait, order it from Discount Wheel Warehouse. The sizes of your current tire, it's generally much cheaper than anywhere else. Well, what I'm going to do is talk to my dad, who used to be a car mechanic, and see what he has to say about it today. And if it comes down to it, and I got to get it repaired, Sucks, but it's life,
ED,
right?
what?
You know, I'll find a way to pay for it. And if I got to get a new tire, I got to get a new tire. The thing is, Kat works a lot, and she drives. We have to have a reliable car.
Oh.
So, you know, I think it's just going to have to...
Oh, Big Boy Abides. When I was in a foreign country with friends, we went to the zoo, and my friend fucked behind a tree, and the staff found out and chased him. Some other idiots from my school got drunk and tried to climb into the leopard. Oh my god, Big Boy Abides. That is such a piece of... That's such a lie. This is why, like I fucking can't stand Big Boy Abides. All these stories he tells us is fucking fake and bullshit. He just wants attention. Big Boy Abides, find a fucking bridge.
happen. Let's see here. Shadow King.
You go away.
Took
No
me
one
$5.
listen.
He says, congratulations to you and Cat Phil. Keep doing what you do.
He's a fake fan.
Okay? Big Boy Abides Too. He says, I've just arrived. I'm glad you're making positive and hard choices. We all have to do this in life at some point. FYI, it sounds like you have a very, very good and caring mother, possibly the most valuable thing. Congrats on the wedding. Thank you very much. Big Boy Abides Too again. He said, even if you end up with a non-streaming job, we still do this at least part-time if you have a fan base, just to blow off stress at night. As I just said, I think I just answered that. Yeah, I don't ever want to give this up. I love it. I love the interactions.
We're on the stream if you want to hear.
I care about you. We have fun on a daily basis. I love this. I love having a.
I love this. I just want to do less of it. That's how much I love it.
People care about me enough that they want to attend streams of mine, so I wouldn't give it up. If I would still do it as a hobby every once in a while. Certainly wouldn't be as anywhere near as often as I do it now, but yes.
Yes.
Cactus God tipped me $1. He says, please start the story over from the beginning. I missed it. All right. So here's the deal, guys. As you know, no, I'm not gonna do that. Hodor Tard just cheered. He says, who are your groomsmen and best man at the wedding? Please tell me you invited or met at least with Rambo or Howie. It's not worth it to hold on to grudges that long. There was no one. I had no one, and Cat had no one. There was no wedding.
Cat had no one.
Just a few attendees, as I said.
Cat had no one.
I didn't talk to either of them. A lot of people were like, were you going to see Rambo in Connecticut? Rambo doesn't live in Connecticut. Rambo didn't live in Connecticut. People don't even know that. He used to drive like 90 minutes to come play games with me. He doesn't live in Connecticut. How would I have seen him? No, I know.
He can't drive there?
If those guys had any actual interest in talking with me, they would have, 3+ years ago when I was trying to talk to them and they were ignoring my texts constantly and then made a nasty video about me. We're not going to talk about
the
John
video.
Rambo.
Literally was not that nasty about him. He actually should be a little grateful that the video was nasty. I mean, from what I remember, the meanest thing I think they said about him, besides two things. Was the Beamer when he drove down with the Beamer. That and when DSP gave Howard that fight stick, and then when Howard fixed it, he was like, "Oh, so when can I get the fight stick back?" Those are probably the only times that I can remember off the top of my head that was like the meanest that video went into. The rest was like misunderstandings and stuff like this. Like, yeah, he did this, he did that, and that was pretty much it. But whatever. People are harassing John Howard for being quiet, and they were forced to make that video. I don't remember very well. That could be the case. But I think a lot of it was because DSP kept shitting on them every Thanksgiving, because they said in the video that every time it was like Thanksgiving Ask the King, he would always say something about John and about them. Oh, they're not talking to me. I don't know, man. This and that. He would say like things that would get his fan base to go after them. It was that kind of deal. I do remember them talking about it.
Again or ever again, because that's a part of my past. That's 3.5 years in the past. I've moved on, and this is the present, and you got to deal with that. I know you like to reminisce about the past, and you dwell on it, but we all move on, and things have changed dramatically since then, and that's that, period. Timbo Slice. Just cheered. He says, lol at trolls, like, OMG, you must be lying. Your parents paid for nothing. Don't they know most people's parents pay for weddings? Everyone knows it goes that way. A lot of people's parents do pay for their weddings. It's true. Big boy.
Okay. Again, that's not whatever.
He says, when I was in a foreign country with friends,
Big
we went
boy
to the
abides.
zoo and my friend pissed behind a tree. The staff found out and they chased him.
Oh,
Some other
pissed.
idiots from my school got drunk and tried to climb
Pissed.
to the leopard area and over the fence. Good lord. Then he cheered again.
Good
He said, "Love
lord.
to watch your streams to de-stress and escape. I think this video will motivate others as well. My father got married in a courtroom. These big parties are usually extremely shallow. You didn't miss much. I've been to many. I've been to 2 big weddings in my life, and although they were nice, and man, maybe one day I would like to do that. I know I can't. Some people are lucky. Some people have big families who are rich and can do that kind of shit. I don't.
Yeah, everyone that gets married is rich and they can afford crazy things. Of course.
To have what I had. It's like I told you guys. All I want is to keep what I got. I love this house. I love my wife. I love my job. That's what I want to do. I just want to keep what I got. I'm not looking to get anything else above what I have. I love this. I just want to keep this going. Would it be nice to not work as less and de-stress and have to worry about money and shit all the time? Yes. But
yeah, I would love to not work as much. Great.
I'm not one of these people who, oh man, I want to make more money so I can get better clothes and get rich, expensive things and drive a fucking fancy car and I don't want any of that.
Then why did you buy a Beamer then? Why did he move to an expensive house in Washington? Okay.
I love the little conservative shit that I've got, and I just want
conservative shit. Oh, yeah, very conservative.
Jacqueline just tipped me $15 and says hearts and best wishes out to you, man. Good luck and congratulations. Thank you very much, Jacqueline. And Timbo Slice just cheered. He says, "What is your favorite airline?" I would say JetBlue. I would absolutely say JetBlue.
But what does he know about airlines?
Comfy flights there are. But at the same time, modern flights, none of them are fun anymore.
Fun.
Very uncomfortable. And
flights are not fun anymore. What is this? No one flies for fun. Oh my god, guys! I'm going on a flight. Wee flight. I'm in a plane, dude. Whoa.
Cramped and, you know, I was happy that the flights went down. Well, the flight back sucked because of the baby, not because of the flight. The baby wouldn't shut the fuck up, yelling for 7 fucking hours straight.
Oh my god, a baby? Ah, terrible, horrible. Kill me now.
I would say JetBlue. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm shot. My throat is shot.
Oh yeah, he's shot. He fucking lit up at the last bits of this fucking stream. The whole stream. I ate cake. I ate food. I gave Kat the wedding ring, and I put it on her hand, and she put a ring on my wedding band. Okay, guys, I gotta go, man. It's pretty great. It's pretty fun stream, dude. You know, I'm dying, man. The fucking baby wouldn't shut up, but I'm dying, man.
Straight hours, because I had to pre-stream. We're gonna end the show here. Here's the deal. I know some of you had wanted to do Q&A. I'm doing a second stream tonight. Guess what it is? It's Black Ops 4 Blackout. There's an insane amount of time for Q&A during that. That's so I'm gonna end the stream here.
Of course, I guarantee he fucking padded this vlog out so he wouldn't get people to ask any questions because he knew he wouldn't be able to answer them. So he was like, "Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have the blackout stream to be the Q&A stream because the trolls that are gonna ask about personal shit, they're not gonna come to that." And that's what happened.
Everyone who contributed, very much, you know, thank you for your support. Thanks to everyone who listened. Thanks to everyone who, you know, will actually believe me, continue to watch my content, and, you know, hopefully this at least assuaded some people's fears. And, you know, again, to the people who were just nasty as fuck to myself and Kat all week, fuck you.
Fuck you.
You're immoral people who are never going to get ahead in life because you're disgusting, vile, toxic individuals. But on the flip side of that,
well, you did the same thing, DSP. You make fun of people all the time. Okay.
Thank you so much to everyone who is so nice and gracious and beautiful to us. People who remembered that I exist, even though I was gone for a week.
I like how by the way, I like how he said, like, oh, you're not gonna make a head in life. That's such a fucking cheesy thing to say. Ever since Cat got into his life, he became like a fucking soap opera guy. That, whatever. As I said, he probably has a lot of estrogen now.
And now we get back into the normal swing of things. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this very special podcast. And if you want Q&A, tonight my second stream will be Black Ops 4 Blackout, and that's what that'll be for, okay? Thank you, everyone. Peace out. I'll see you later tonight for that. And that's it. Later, everybody.
All right. Big ups. We did it, guys. We finished this. Pretty good. Oh, that was the, okay. So, that is it for me. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. So, I would like to thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for watching the stream. Did the Q&A even happen? It happened in Blackout. It didn't happen during the right stream. He ended immediately. But anyways, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for watching the stream. Hope you enjoy the video. This will be up on my YouTube channel eventually. I'm gonna wait till for it to fully process, then I'll make it public. But thank you for watching. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate all of you. You guys are amazing people. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I gotta say, dude. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the week you have. I might do I'm probably gonna do a Twitch stream tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But anyways, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As I said, it's always been fun doing streams for you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. See you next time.